There we go. There's my microphone. That's where I am. Off to a smashing start. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Chaotic Stupid. We're here on the Bloodstock channel again. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How do?
Yeah, I'm here we're doing a one-shot today, so it's a self-enclosed little story. If you guys aren't familiar with D&D, it's a role-playing game where we all play weird characters and roll dice and drink too much for the internet, really. But we'll figure it. Our video isn't loading. That's no good. Well, we'll carry on.
It's just your beautiful smiling face, darling.
Let us know if you guys are on PC or mobile, because we know we've had a few issues with the stream on various other channels recently. But anyway, I digress. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons today. I'm Ian from Footprints In The Custard. You may have seen us before. That'd be amazing. If not, that'd also be amazing. I'm joined by a multitude of other metal band members, metal artists, general knobheads, of which one of them I'm slightly more familiar with than the others. So Russ, tell them why you're here.
Oh, hi, I'm Russ Custard from Footprints in the Custard and also Frozen in Shadows. And we're playing Bloodstock this year on the New Blood stage. Please come and check out Frozen in Shadows. Yay!
Great band.
Fans of At the Gates, Dark Tranquility, In Flames, etc.
Excellent. Oh, glad to see it's all working now, Steve. That's brilliant. As far as general knobheads go, Sam, how are you doing, mate?
Oh, thank you. What an introduction. I'm good. I'm all right, Tar. I'm Sam from Raised by Owls, and we're a shit comedy metal band who were playing Bloodstock on the Wednesday evening. Don't know what time. Yeah, come and see us. It'll be really stupid if we haven't caught coronavirus and died.
I mean, that would be wonderfully stupid of you, to be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
After all this
if we did
build
it
up
on stage.
If you had all this
like
build up
some.
and then you just fucking bin it because you can't breathe. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Are we like 3 or 4 minutes into the stream and already like kind of joking about that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
That's the
Yeah.
only way we can get through this, guys, is being emotionally distant. That's the only thing we've got going for us. Speaking of emotionally distant, Ross, hi. Tell us how you are.
Hi. I'm emotionally distant. No, I'm good, thank you. I'm Ross. I'm from a band called Countless Skies. We are not playing Bloodstock this year, although we did play the last Bloodstock, which obviously wasn't last year because of COVID, 2019. But I will be at Bloodstock watching these guys playing, so I don't actually know where to point. Where are you?
Yeah, it was like you were pointing down.
Well
at
done
your
there,
penis.
Ross.
I'm watching this guy, no.
Long-legged Mac Daddy.
Yep.
Excellent. And to round out the wonderful bunch of talent, we actually have somebody with talent with us today. So everyone, say hi to Abbie. Why are you here, Abbie?
Because apparently it would be hilarious to watch me play my first ever game of D&D live and comment on how bad my math skills are. But I'm Abbie Stabby. I'm a full-time self-employed illustrator from the north of England, and I like to draw metalheads with big heads, with big huge heads, including Glenn Danzig. Which I can show you all right. I can show you all right now. It says to Abbie, spelt wrong. Why is my head so big? Glenn Danzig.
No way. I didn't
And I've
know
got
you had
that. Yeah, I've got that right next to my office chair.
Oh wow, that's sick.
To exemplify my
Wow,
successes.
why did the rest of us have signed notes from Glenn Danzig? We're kind of letting the side down.
I've got a cease and desist from him, which is
Kind of
signed.
sign. Yeah.
Excellent. So, yeah, we're gonna play some D&D, and it's really fucking warm. We're all gonna sweat our tits off. We're gonna try
Don't
and
judge me.
doing a full adventure. We're gonna get slightly tipsy this Friday evening, so I hope you guys have got some
Hell
beers.
yeah.
If you guys are hanging out, we're gonna, just cause loads of shit. Oh, that's one point actually. If you're after doing sound alerts, I think I still have them turned off in these pages, just in case we're doing like a deep emotional gravitas scene. We will still
Lots of them.
we will still point out and make sure you make a load of shit in the chat, and we'll do them manually if it's an audio alert. Why not? We'll work it in somehow. Okay.
Great.
So if you like what you see, me and the other Footprints guys, including Russ, who isn't representing Footprints today, we do this on the regular on our own channel. So if you do enjoy it, come over and watch us do it there. Oh, that was a fart coming through. That one worked. Cool. This is going to go great. Beautiful. All right. So, without any further ado, shall we begin? Everyone? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, go on then.
Let's play some
Yeah, well,
D&D.
why not?
Excellent.
Oh God.
Let me put on some ambience. Let me know if you guys hear it in the chat and if it is too loud or too quiet. It's not started yet, so see, I'm really good at this. All right, cool. In the uncivilized wilderness of the Esticle of Phallia, the Skiddermarsh stretches out beyond the horizon in every direction, save for the distant homesteads in the east, illuminated by the setting sun. Their land has been reclaimed from the swamp in a feat of geoengineering previously thought impossible, with new magics and techniques proving effective, turning the once dense and rich marshes into lush arable land. More farmland means more food. More food means more troops, and more troops means the end of King Bjor's conquests that much quicker. However, without proper care and management, the swamp forever threatens to take back what little niches of civilization that have been carved out. This, adventurers, why you're here. Dotted among this wilderness are ranger stations of proven capable warriors, exiles, brutes, looking to earn an additional bit of dangerous coin or slink into the edges of society to be quietly forgotten. Truthfully, there are never enough bands of adventurers to be considered truly safe, but you do your best. In recent times, a foulness has emanated from the swamps. It's not a tangible thing, but rather an unshakable feeling of darkness growing, but everyone feels it. Monster attacks have become more desperate and brutal, sometimes reaching further than they ever have previously dared to. Even some of the loosely civilized lizard folk are appearing more regularly and more desperately. Perhaps it's a coincidence, but you can't shake the notion that perhaps they're fleeing from something more. You put it out of your mind and return to the task at hand. Your turn for the watch will be coming up. The squared cabin in which you find yourselves has more amenities than you'd consider at first glance, as well as a tall watchtower that you gain access by a steep ladder leading through the roof. On one wall, a number of cots, some occupied by your companions. On the other, a small stove. A kettle of tea you've been preparing to stave off the chill during your night's watch is nearly ready. Tiberius, can you describe your character, please?
Sure. My name's Tiberius Dawnbreaker. I am a paladin, and I am quite a tall character, I guess, wearing plate armor, and I guess mostly quite quiet, but I'll be outspoken when I need to. I'm going to sort of leave it at that, I think, for now.
Excellent. In the corner, one of your companions catches your eye. Sam, describe your character and what they might be doing.
Hello there. My name is Riff Clitchard. To be mistaken with the actual Cliff Richard, because we don't want to get sued by Cliff Richard. But I'm Riff Clitchard, demon. I don't know if I should keep the voice on. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it on.
Do it, fuck it.
You're in it now.
Yeah, I've started. Yep. I've got to keep going.
It's all finished.
I'm a demon monk who is here to fuck shit up because I've released 100 albums and I'm tired of that shit. So I'm here to fight. Fight.
Okay.
I don't know who I've just challenged for a fight. I don't know. Have I just challenged Ross for a fight?
I think you might have done.
His character, not Ross in real life. He's lovely.
Tiberius,
That's me. I'm Riff Clitchard.
Your kettle begins to whistle as Riff presents this challenge.
Was that a cue for one of us to talk?
I mean, yeah, if you want. If not, I'll carry on. Stirring from her light sleep in the inevitable massive exchange that just occurred in our heads, your companion rubs his eyes and sits up in the mound of furs he's claimed as his bedding. Manzig, what are you doing in this corner in all these furs?
Yeah.
We're consummate professionals, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. I bought 48 of these by accident. I'm damn well going to use them.
It's canon now.
I've woken to the whistling of the kettle because it's been a long day. It's been a long day of hard work for me. For I am Manzig, hunter of elk, lover of women, sovereign of the moon. I'm a halfling who is definitely not Glenn Danzig, because why would I have this very large moustache?
It's true. It's true. From above, all of you, you hear a series of calamitous crashings and occasional profanities as the hatch leading to the watchtower bursts open and a sprawling, scraggly man lies in a crumpled heap in the bottom of the floor. Glitz, how drunk are you?
I'm not very drunk at all yet, but that guy over there, he wanted a fight. My name is Solomon Glitz. Glitz is like a human. He's wearing very fancy clothes, although it looks like he's taken the clothes from various people that he's killed, so they don't really match up. But he's got a lot of rings on his fingers and gold teeth. He looks quite attractive, actually. Like that kind of unkempt, attractive. And he's wearing a silver rapier, silver crossbow, and he is very, very drunk, and he stinks of spirit or accelerant of some variety.
Wonderful. So crumpled to a heap, the kettle simmers as you take it off the boil. Tiberius, you pour out for the rest of your party?
Sure. I'll pour out a glass for each person, or a mug, I guess.
Excellent.
And go and hand it to each one of them. Although I might be a bit more sheepish about handing it to Solomon. Probably more likely to riff, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're a very kind man to have just given a man who said, "Do you want to fight?" and then you just made him a cup of tea. That's the most British thing I've ever heard.
He needs to calm down. Just
Ross
sit
was
down,
really
mate,
worried
and
at the
have a
start
cup
of before this that he was going to get the piss taken out of him for being a dirty southerner, and already he's pouring tea for everyone. So
Well,
I mean-
that's what the Northerners like, so, you know.
man of the people,
It's
Dan.
true. It's true.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Easily one, isn't it?
So yeah, you were all taking various watches throughout the day. Tiberius, it's your turn to take the ladder up to the top of the watchtower, while the rest of them mingle in this early evening.
Sure. All right, I climb the ladder.
So you get to the top, and you can see in every direction the night is closing in every way. On the eastern side, there is the horizon, is the twinkle of the lights in the farmsteads as they sort of make their end of day preparations for bed and such. Glancing at the sky, you can see it's terribly clear, and you expect that a chill will draw in, hence the tea. You've brought a significant amount with you. Sit down and wait. First,
Sorry, what was that?
and you sit down and wait, essentially.
Right.
You're absolutely desperate for some evil to have presented itself, and as much as Rift Glitchard has tickled your itch somewhat, you suspect that there may be fouler things at play here than just Rift
Some
Glitchard.
fouler things.
Some fouler. So the first hour passes, and the first of the several moons of Phallia come out. It's in force tonight and limbs the entire area in a dim light. The tea is good. Keeps the chill away, keeps you warm, keeps you occupied, keeps you on the ball. You don't want to fall asleep. However, after a number more hours, probably approaching 11 at this point, 11 p.m. that is, because that's what nighttime is, you catch some movement in the water to the west. Make a perception check.
Okay. Do I click it on the...
Yeah, if you go to your we're using Roll20 as our virtual tabletop. We're using D&D Beyond for our character sheets, and we're using the Chrome extension Beyond 20. It's fucking great. If any of you guys play D&D, that's what you want to be doing. So, if you go onto D&D Beyond and scroll down to your skills where it says perception, and just give that a click with when the big red B comes up.
Okay. So I can see the word perception, but I don't see anything to click on.
The number to the right.
Are you using the Chrome
Oh.
extension? Or are you using your other?
I should.
Okay. Well, what's the bonus on it?
Technical difficulties. Yes, I've got the extension installed.
Yeah, it's really odd.
Option. One sec, I'll try refreshing it.
Can Riff barge in and just be like, "What's with all these tech difficulties?"
So it's a long
Manzig's
list
just-
of all of your skills, right?
Yeah, usually, yeah, that's where it's
Yeah.
supposed to be. Maybe
Unless I'm looking at the wrong
maybe
thing.
refresh it. Maybe see what's going on.
Yeah, I've tried
Ma-
that.
Manzig's asking for a stool because he can't
Well,
see shit.
we can do it. We can do it manually for now, and we can test it in the break. What's the bonus that says on it currently?
Perception
Mhm.
is +2.
Excellent. So if you want to come over to Roll20, in the macro bar at the bottom, did we set that up on your end?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I mean, TNP, this was kind of tested. It was just tested like a few days ago. Excellent.
Okay, so with the macro bar,
Yep. So at the bottom, D20, and then ask you how many, and then ask you modifier. It should do.
so sorry, say again. So D20.
Yeah, it should be a little button at in the bottom of your screen there.
Yeah. How many D20s?
That's the one.
Yeah. Modifier 2.
That's the badger.
There
Excellent.
we go.
Consumed by the sheer power of tea and the introspection that it provides on a cold night. You take a little bit more time than you would expect to react to some potential danger running towards you, but you sip, measure, and then peer. With a 17, it's very good actually. You can see. You notice two humanoid figures, one practically being carried through the swamp. Over their back. It's difficult to make out faces in the dim light. However, you absolutely can tell that one of them is significantly bigger than the other, and they're approaching the cabin towards the front. They seem to know exactly where they're going. What do you do?
Right. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna head down the ladder, and I'm gonna round up the other 3
Mhm.
and tell them there's something coming towards us, and we need to go and check this out right now.
Excellent. So you fireman your way down.
I feel like it.
Sorry?
Fight!
Yeah, the rest of you have
Fight
been
about it!
the rest of you have been sat down there for like 3 hours drinking tea and talking about fighting and drinking. I love it. So how do you react to the urgent nature of the situation?
Right, fuck it. Let's go and try and fight them then.
Manzig's full of tea, so he asks someone to, just give him a bit of help. Just, pick him up. He's only small.
I'll pick him up in my
Household.
hand. He's like a borrower. He's like a little borrower.
Yeah, Riff is very tall. I mean, for a tiefling versus like, if it wasn't for Manzig's giant head, it would be really hard to tell that they were a halfling at all.
Like a bobblehead.
Yeah, why not? Like shooting Pez out. Excellent. So as you're inspecting Manzig's visage in the palm of your hand, despite the technical ruling that he's probably about 3 feet tall, the door crashes like bang bang, and you hear in a thick Scottish brogue, "Oi, open up! You lot are still there, aren't you?"
Oh.
Do we know who this is?
Just fucking open the door, you dafty!
Anyone expecting someone?
Ordered a pizza about an hour ago, but
Did you remember my chips?
shit, no, I didn't. And the driver, it says they've not found a driver yet, so it can't be him.
Do you want to fight?
I've lost my voice. Do you want to fight about it?
I'm going to go and open the door and with my rapier drawn and just thrust it out
Okay.
into the night.
Make an attack at disadvantage.
Okie dokie. Here we go.
First attack roll of the night, guys.
Disadvantage.
Please.
I clicked it. I'm waiting. There it is.
Excellent. Natural one.
Natural one.
So, something that I haven't made clear to the rest of you thus
Yeah.
far. When we roll natural ones on attacks or spells, we have a fumble chart. So, to demonstrate, I have a wonderful faithful assistant in Mr. Glitz here. Can you roll me a d20, please? Just so I can see what bad thing befalls you.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've not set my bloody macros up. One sec.
Oh, of course, it's a different campaign, isn't it? Sorry, bud. It should be there for you, though.
Yeah. I'm just popping them on.
For those of you that are watching that aren't currently already following the Bloodstock Twitch stream, please click follow. It'll be great. You can catch more specifically metal things other than metalheads doing weird things. So, 17.
Ian, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the best thing that's ever been on the Bloodstock stream ever.
I mean, this is the best
So,
thing that's ever been streamed ever, and I don't even have a hot tub. If I could, we would do that, and that would be then the best thing ever that happened.
See,
on
if you
Twitch,
get a
but-
teapot for me to get Manzig to sit in and just blow bubbles in it, technically counts as a hot tub.
Sure, why not? I'll just get like one of those foot baths, and throw like a bath bomb in it. Why not? So with a 17, man, your opponent looks tough. You don't know who it is, but I need you to contest your choice of strength or intimidation while I roll off against you.
Oh no, I think Russ crashed.
Oh no, has he crashed? Oh god,
Unless he's incredibly still.
he is. He's
Wait, what?
desperate to get this, isn't he? Well, he's going to pop out of the chat briefly, and the cameras are going to go to shit. So please bear with us. I'm going to say he failed because fuck it, he failed. It's a bad thing. He's not intimidating, even though he's a statue. That's not interesting. So
Okay.
he stabs wildly into the air, skimming through the hair on this dwarven lady's head. Told you the cams were good to shit.
Oh heck.
He'll jump back in a second. But yeah, his rapier combs through this dwarven lady's hair. She's carrying a wildly mortally wounded Goliath man on her shoulder, like one-handed. She kind of just pushes him past, puts him up against the door, and drops him onto the table. All your cups and various sort of bits of cutlery and plates and things all go completely askew. She turns around and says, Any of you lot still healers? What's going on? Give us a hand with Hylas here. He doesn't have a lot of time left.
Oh, is he back? Yay!
Glitz, you've been
My laptop binned it. I rolled that one on my system working.
Yeah, you did. But that's okay
What
because
happened?
I just treated it as you went completely still, while this dwarven lady went, all right, pushed you up against the door and came past, dragging a mortally wounded Goliath man, single-handed on her shoulder, just pulls him threw him onto the table in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Well, you guys gonna help me or what?
I've had a lot to drink tonight.
I
And
will.
Riff Glitchard.
A tiny voice comes from the sort of top pocket of Riff Glitchard's coat and says, "Oh, go on then. I'll sort you out. What's up with him?"
She looks at you. She's like,
what you-
do you not see all the blood? You can
No,
see-
I'm stuck in a pocket.
And it's at this sort of point you all can kind of realize that he is just completely torn to shreds. There's bits of him hanging out in different places. There's welts running right up his body. The female dwarf that you do recognize as Sneepa, she's called, is renowned among the rest of you as being hard as fuck. She's one of the other ranger station types, but she is just completely welted. Her entire left arm is in an unusable state and swollen and burnt and bruised. She's not in a great way, but she's adamant that she needs to save this one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask, what the hell happened to you? What's happened?
let's save him and we'll sort it out. He's no use to me if he's dead.
Wait, okay, again, first time ever doing anything in D&D. Can I cast a spell?
You absolutely can. You're not in combat unless Riff wants a fight.
I mean, the sort of like I have to play nice with him. I am technically living in his pocket right now.
You're
Yeah,
three and a half feet tall. Like it's a big pocket.
It's a big pocket.
He's like got a kangaroo pouch for you.
Let's see. Can I cast a healing word?
You can, yeah. What do you say to them to make him feel better?
Would you like a Lucozade?
Okay, roll your spell. Take what is it, level 1 spell slot?
Level 2.
Okay, you can cast a level 2 if you'd like.
So I hover over that and then I click the B.
Yep, and it'll tell us how much that he heals. That's a really good one, actually. I think that's maximum
Great.
almost.
Ooh,
Nearly.
goody.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Yeah, so with the offer of a mystical, magical Lucozade, you see the words sort of emanate and flow around. This wonderful sort of pink-blue energy just saps around, filling up the cavities in this torn man. You see his outwards becoming his innards again. Certain bits suture up. His breathing, which previously ragged and breathy, becomes stable and together. And you see that Sneepa, she noticeably calms down. She's like, right, you, and she points over to you, Glitz. Like, geese a drink, yeah?
Yes? I'm just pouring one right now.
She takes it and done. And she's like, oh, right.
Ah, fuck.
We were attacked, if you couldn't tell. Big
No shit, what happened?
Well, here's the thing, I don't really know. We had Scorn, he was up doing his watch and everything was fine, no calling out. We noticed it was getting dark and misty and couldn't see for very well, but next thing we know, his legs come flying through our hatch. The rest of his body didn't come with him. We look outside, try and find it, couldn't see anything. Then it took a bite to heal us here and nearly ripped him in two. Look at the size of him though, like it takes a big bastard to do that to him.
What you're saying is we should wait until daylight before we go after it.
Aye, well I'm not going anywhere, but yeah. And he says can't say I got a good look at it, but it was big. It was really big.
Heck.
Are those big?
Size isn't important in my experience.
Preach. Preach.
She's noticeably shorter than you, Glitz, but then noticeably bigger than Manzig. So, aye, that's fair.
Shit.
The worst thing, though, the absolute worst thing, was the roar. It just when it came down again, came at us a few times. We ran, tried to face it, couldn't get a good look at it in the dark and in the mist. But when it came down, it just roared at us. We were frozen in place, and then I saw it while it blotted out the sun. Had teeth like swords and a breath that had melted the cheese from between a stone giant's nether regions. It just, like, you know who I am, and you guys do know who she is. She's like renowned for being a badass in the parts. That's why they put her so much further into the swamps than you guys. And she's scared, you know. And she's like, I've never felt like that. I've never been kept from going after something like that. Just someone needs to deal with it. I can't do it.
Oh.
No, no.
Well, he's not doing it.
Oh no! Come back, Riff.
Run.
Riff just ran out the door.
It's like, nah, fuck this. I'm off.
And then Riff came back.
Yeah,
well,
sorry
then his
about that,
bravery
yeah.
came.
Sorry, I heard you all talking about me, saying I was a coward, so I came back.
Do you want to fight?
Yeah, do you want to fight? Who wants to fight? Can I fight that woman?
You can give it a go.
No, I don't want to.
He's scared. Bearing in mind, I'm still in your pocket here.
Yeah, okay.
You
No,
just,
I've
you
got
just heard
to.
Manzig
I've
go,
got.
As it comes back.
I've got to keep young Manzig safe.
I'm older than you. No, wait, who's older? No, Riff Clitchard's older, right? Never mind.
Riff Clitchard is I've seen the dawn of time.
No.
I've seen everything.
Well, for a monk of his age, he is very sort of supple, lithe. There's a hardness to him, but something soft and enticing.
Yeah.
just like the real one.
Yeah.
So dreamy. Anyway.
There's a.
I like how on the stream it's just cut off your top of your bottom of your t-shirt, so it just looks like you have a t-shirt on that just says yes.
You know, that is all the t-shirt says. That's all we need to know.
That's definitely all the t-shirt says. Mm-hmm.
It's not censoring anything.
For clarity, I did try to order a Cliff Richard t-shirt, a custom-made Cliff Richard t-shirt for this stream that said it'd be here by now. It hasn't arrived, so now I've just got a Cliff Richard t-shirt that I've made myself that'll arrive like tomorrow. But instead, I've got this t-shirt. Yes. It just says yes. I'm not going to sit it up any further.
So,
Yeah.
after Riff's strange action, she's like, "Where's that one going?" Aye, well, never mind.
Well, he's gone as well.
Oh, fucking hell, guys.
Sorry, like, Discord is like, it's loading you, Ian, so I can't even see you.
Yeah, I know. It's
You're just-
because Streamlabs is getting my camera. So is Russ's Russ's laptop binned it again? It really
Russ
looks
was
like it has.
buffering as
Oh wait,
well
no,
on
you're
my
you're
end.
Russ now.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
You're apparently
Oh, wow.
Russ now.
Oh, okay,
wait,
now
no.
you're back. You're back to just regular old
Nope.
Sam again.
Yay! he's back.
I'm
They were the-
sorry,
they were the-
guys.
What's going on, man?
I don't know. As soon as Sam came back, he booted me. I was like, "What the fuck, Sam?"
I've always wanted to be Russ, and they were the best 3 seconds of my life. I'm going to be honest. And now he's back. I feel like there's a hollow void, and I'm back to being.
I can always fill that whenever you like.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Also, you know when I went and my camera went off,
Yeah.
did my profile picture show on the stream?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yes.
What is that?
I asked. That's a lad from work, and I said to him, "Oh, I'm playing D&D tonight. You should come and watch. I really hope he's watching." Just saw that flash up. Basically, he was a dungeon master for a one shot we did at work, and I put his photo as my profile picture to annoy him, and I don't know how to change it, and I don't know how to change my name from Shrek either. So
That's fine.
You play Dungeons and Dragons at work then?
yeah, I work with Shrek.
Okay.
Speaking of swans,
Ross is like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense now."
so Sneepa's there.
Yes,
like,
dwarf
she's-
lady.
She's like, "Well, you guys rangers or what? What are you here for? You guys you're gonna take care of this, right?"
Of course you are.
Good, because that's all
Sounds
I've
like-
written for the rest of the session, so I hope so.
I
What are you talking?
refuse.
What's she talking about? A session? We're getting drunk again.
Hey, I like to help, and that's how I keep my mustache buttered.
I go wherever Manzig goes, which is not very far because she's in my pocket. He's in my pocket.
It's like a was it Lenny and George? Lenny and
Yeah.
George? Lenny and George.
The best jam fighting duo you'll see in this land.
Well, if you're going after him,
Sharky and George?
maybe worth checking after the wreckage in the morning. In fact, I think Scorn said he had a trinket he was saving for a lassie he was going to marry one day, and it would point them to each other so they'd always know where to go. I figure if only the bottom half of him came down that hatch, the top half's probably in that beast's stomach somewhere. Assuming it hasn't shot at the other half of it with the bones quite yet.
Yeah.
That's what
It
I'd
just
say.
makes
How
me
very
think of that. Makes me think of that bit from Ace Ventura with the rhinoceros.
I've not heard of this Ace Ventura character, but I mean, if it's what gets you through, that's fine. So tell you what, I'm gonna be patching up these wounds for a while. If you lot wanna get some rest. I'll point you in the direction. This one's not going to be waking up anytime soon.
Does this mean we're going on a quest? Does it mean we're going on a quest? I need to remember to do it a bit more bravado. Does it mean we're going on a quest, gang?
Yeah.
Would you say that we're all going on a summer holiday? Are we gonna get copyrighted? Just taken down.
Sneaker looks really awkwardly at you. She's like, you know it's late autumn, early winter, right? That's why it's so cold outside.
Want to fight? I'm not exaggerating this character. I think this is how Cliff Richard is in real life.
Yeah. Like, I just got images of Cliff Richard and fucking Nigel Farage hanging out, and both of them just neck and pike to be like, "Oh, you want to fight?" And then both being absolute knobheads.
He's Ahmed. Do you want to go on a fucking summer holiday, mate? Do you want to go on a fucking summer holiday?
No, I'm not saying that you can actually get Nigel Farage to do you a video message on Cameo, but I'm saying I discovered that's a thing that can happen.
That is the worst amount of like I got Tim Capello on Cameo and it was great and it was the best money I've ever spent.
Nice.
So like
that's quite different to Nigel Farage, isn't it?
Could you imagine
Nigel
if Tim
Farage
Capello
playing the saxophone
was like super racist? Like that wouldn't be fun. Anyway,
don't people just get him to say stuff about like sussy gamers and the imposters and stuff and shit like that? And Big Chungus.
I saw one with Big Chungus, yeah, I saw that. And I saw someone got James LeBrie to sing Big Chungus over and over again. That's
what?
Something from the deep darkest parts of the internet, yeah.
Amazing.
So, holding up for the night. There's no change in her big, large Goliath companion. His breathing seems to be regulated, but the wounds don't seem to be healing somewhat. Are any of you proficient with medicine on your skills? It should have a little black dot on the left.
I doubt it.
I doubt it very
Got a
much.
+2.
Absolutely not.
+2.
No.
Are any of you proficient with nature?
Yes.
Manzik, cool.
Yes.
You can attempt to ascertain the situation if you'd like.
Okay. How does one go about that? Click on the B?
Yep, and it should pop up.
Okay, Manzig has a word. Oh, done it.
Manzig hops out of Riff's pocket and inspects this giant man lay on the living room table in this cabin, and like walking around him like the weatherman on the on the various bits. Was it Fred the weatherman who jumped around on the little island of the UK? It's like that, except it's with a human, with the Goliath corpse. And instead of trying to figure out the various bits of weather, you're trying to ascertain what parts of what could possibly be going wrong internally in this character. And you figure it's certainly some kind of bite or poison or spore, but you can't really tell much more than that. You do suspect it is where you should have woken up, especially with your massive heal. That you should have woken up, but you didn't.
Heck.
Something else is going on.
I need to tell me, Manzig, what do you see?
Manzig, what do your halfling eyes see? It's a bit red.
Can you?
She didn't mean that. You said to Riff Fletcher.
The devil man.
Can you? When something goes wrong, Manzig, can you just go, "Oh mother"? when something. Mother.
So, you guys make your get ready for your various adventures. Get your gear together. And Sneepa points you in the direction of the carnage that wrought her ranger fort the previous night. Who is doing what on your journey? You suspect it's going to be a couple of hours.
I'm going to sing "We're All Going on a Summer Holiday" for the duration, to boost morale.
Excellent.
To boost morale, obviously.
Everyone roll wisdom saves. Riff, roll a Constitution save. A Constitution check.
Okay. Is that just... Wait, what? Where's that? Wait, what?
Should be under Strength and Dex. There's like a little box underneath that where your saves are.
Oh, right, so you click Whiz.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you just click it, yeah?
You've rolled it like 5 times,
Yeah,
Sam.
you have.
I was like, why isn't it
making
working? Why
noises?
isn't-
Excellent. Okay.
Am
So-
I?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be connecting
Sorry.
with Beyond 20 on your end, but might be worth just quickly reinstalling it if you've got a chance.
Sure.
In the meantime,
I can't see Russ. I can't see Russ, which is very upsetting.
Solomon's up there. He's above your 9th roll.
Oh, I mean, just on the webcam.
Oh, just on the webcam. All right, that's a shame.
Yeah.
No, it's fine on my end.
Yeah.
In fact, you all are. I'm grateful for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Manzig, you got an 18. Riff, you got an 8. Solomon, you got a 10. So we'll see what Tiberius gets in a second. However, you find that over the 3-4 hours it takes you to walk to the ranger cabin, you start off in the morning air is thick, and it seems to be difficult for you to maintain your pitch and your timbre. As oh, there we go, excellent. There we go,
Back in
Tiberius. Tiberius is very wise. He's not bothered by this. And you find that with each heavy step, it's harder and harder for you to keep up the peak performance with which Riff would be known for. Second hour, it's really difficult for you. Third hour, you pick it back up again. The rest of you are wise enough to know not to listen to any of his bullshit. You are not affected in any way by Riff's ramblings in the swamp.
We're all going on a...
However,
Wait. I'll just scroll to pick. No, carry on.
so you guys make
I'm
your way.
going to lead the group because obviously I'm the leader, right?
What?
Are you?
You want?
You all walk in a horizontal line as you all lead the party.
We're all got our arms linked. There's just Manzig kind of dangling between two of them because his legs can't reach the floor.
Yeah, we're all arm in arm and singing. We're all going on a summer holiday and doing a jaunty little jig along the road. It's very intimidating.
We're all on acid.
How do you feel about Riff grabbing your arm mid jaunt?
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about it. I'm just going to carry on walking sternly and linked arms, but just not reacting whatsoever.
There's Manzig dangling like this with his little legs.
Feet are kicking. Wonderful stuff. So after
Not real.
after the end of the third hour, you see the ruins, the remains of what is essentially and ostensibly the same manufacture of your ranger cabin. It's very similar. However, it's a bit further into the swamp. You can see from the distance that it's a mound of collapsed beams, and a fire has broken out at some point, and iron fittings have melted. There is no real structure bar the bare skeleton frame of the wood around it. What do you guys
A
do?
bear skeleton.
A bear skeleton? Yeah, sure, why not?
What?
It's a ranger cabin. Of course, there's going to be fucking weird shit hanging around. Yeah,
Taxidermy.
there was a previously taxidermied bear corpse in there, and now it's burnt away, so only the skeleton remains.
Danzig wants the skull.
Excellent.
Manzig wants the skull.
Everyone else, do you catch that?
Hey,
Manzig,
let's say the skull. Tell the skull, shouldn't.
Wants the skull. I've got animal handling. I'm an animal handler. Will I get the skull? I mean, it's not an animal. It was an animal, so I could handle it.
What type of skull is it?
it's a bear
bear.
skull. Yeah, it's you know for a fact that bears aren't exactly native to the Esticle, and in particular not the swamps of the Skiddermarsh. So you suspect it was some sort of trophy that someone, perhaps the big man that was dragged back by the dwarven lady, may have brought with him as a bit of a trophy, bit of an emotional conquest of sorts. Maybe it was his lover.
Roar! Nobody understands you, sheep.
Yeah, man, it's his waifu pillow. Why not?
No wonder it's so flammable.
Still
I have
playing.
no interest. have no interest in the skull, but I'm interested in looking at the ruins and seeing what's going on over there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, if
But
any of you,
if you guys want,
if any of you want to make an investigation check around the cabin, you can. If anyone else wants
I'll-
to, if you guys want to fight about who gets this cummy bear skull, go for it.
I think I'm gonna fight over
me
a bear
back.
skull. I think it's yeah.
Cummy bear. Oh no. What have I done?
Let's drink this cummy juice.
What have I done?
What have you
That's
done?
that is a footprint song
is,
title,
it's-
if I've ever heard one.
it's,
Gummy bear.
That's on the list, guys.
Oh no!
Beautiful. So
I won't fight with anyone over the skull. They can have it. People can have it.
Oh,
Just imagine like tiny Manzig trying to drag this fucking bear skull with him. It's completely like just inconvenient.
yeah.
You should put wheels on it and ride it like a bear.
Okay, I want to turn the bear skull into a little wagon.
wagon.
I could trailer it. Sorry, Ian, couldn't I? With my vehicle.
Totally good. You totally good.
That's it. It's happening now.
Excellent. So the cummy bear skull has been attached to the back of Riff's currently suspicious and unannounced vehicle. We'll cross that bridge as it happens. But that is canon. There is a cummy bear skull at the back. Solomon, you rolled a 2. You barely know which direction
Yes, I did.
the cabin is at the minute. You're kind of looking around the ash around it and be like, "There's no cabin here."
Yeah, I'm still cloudy from the heavy drinking
Evidently,
the previous night. Yes.
Tiberius, you are far more learned in the arts of literally everything at this point.
Far more sober.
The only sober, the only responsible member of this adventuring party, despite the adamants of the various leadership arguments that have happened.
I'm still the leader. I'm the captain. Just saying.
I'll let him believe that. That makes him happy.
You push
Hi,
the
Captain. He's Daddy.
Do we all have names like this? Captain, Daddy. Captain Daddy, I like it.
yes,
Yes,
Daddy. Anyway, because of course you just ordered that accident, like outside of anything else, you were just like, yeah, no, I'll get that. Like,
It's
Yeah, there
famous
was.
Cliff Richard catchphrase, I think.
Yeah, I got it off the Cliff Richard official website.
so you ordered a shitty homemade one, despite ordering an official bit of merch. So you're not only like, are you paying the coffers of Cliff Richard now, but you're also scalping him by making your own bootlegs. Like, he's gonna have you,
Yeah.
and you're gonna like
I'm
it.
really gutted that. I'm really gutted my actual Cliff Richard T-shirt didn't come.
Oh, it would have been amazing. Yes.
I reckon someone at the post office stole it. They saw it and they had it.
It's too sick.
Yeah.
It's too sick.
Yeah,
This is too rad.
Like this
somebody
cannot
at
be
the
seen.
print.
In any case,
Yeah, it's like the One Ring. I must destroy it.
in any case, yeah, Tiberius, you managed to probe your way around the beams and the various sort of parts of the structure that's left remaining. Happily pull over a beam, you find a foot chest that is mostly unharmed considering the situation. With the investigation of a 21, you're able to ascertain that it is some of it's fire damage, but that could be from the stove. The stove looked like it went up. However, the various melted beams and bits seem to remind you more of something acidic, perhaps.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to point out to these guys, yeah, clearly something has attacked this building.
And
Something big.
and as you turn
Oh, that's what happened to the building.
and as you turn around to speak to the rest of the party, you notice a series of massive impact marks, where some large winged creature has landed and impacted the marshy soil on which the foundations are, and there's just giant fucking prints in the ground.
Sure. I'm going to point to them and I'm going to say, Solomon, do you see that there on the floor?
Solomon, you stood right in the middle of it.
Just to see if he even knows.
Looks like dirt to me.
And it does. Look
Besides, what do you mean?
Manzig sort of goes, "What is that you're stood in? Smells like shit."
I'm not studying shit, am I?
You do not find yourself stood in any shit. However, looking around, you do happen to find some aspects of various entrails and gore and viscera that are kind of just spread out a bit further away, leading.
Oh, bloody hell!
They're kind of nearby, so you can smell the shit from the busted intestines, that were not consumed by the flame or the acid.
This would
I
make
take
a
out
wicked
a,
album cover.
I take out a small flask of something and start drinking it. It smells very strong like petrol.
You instantly feel better.
I feel great.
Make a Constitution saving throw. All right.
Oh dear.
You feel a bit iffy, but you attempt to stave it off somewhat. It
I
ca-
vomit in my mouth and swallow it slowly.
Exactly,
Oh, God.
exactly. Like it kind of makes its way partially into your lung, but like you no, and you don't let it drop spill. But you don't feel great about it. You didn't create like a massive imposing figure as a result.
I look at Manzik and say, "You put hairs on your chest."
I am Manzig. I already have bountiful chest hair. I'm literally about 90% chest hair.
We appear to have briefly lost Riff there again.
That's that guy from.
He
Sam's
got
Work
knocked.
again.
Riff, I'm imagining,
famous.
gets knocked out from the smell. Can Manzig cast Gust
You
to
can,
just
yeah.
waft it away a little
you're
bit?
wafting your cantrip away, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let me. Do I click the thing?
You don't need to. It's purely flavor.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Riff, unfortunately, you are just consumed by shitty flavor. It's just blowing up you and right in your nostrils. It knocked you briefly out of your senses and off your camera, and off of Discord.
Okay.
But you managed to come back.
Can I?
I quickly glitched into another man.
Yeah.
Can
Every
I grab
time
the drink?
there's a gust cantrip, someone needs to use the fart sound. By the way, excellent work. Thank you. Squirrel.
Can I grab the drink off of Solomon?
You can.
Yeah. I'm gonna sort of assert my dominance here, and I'm just gonna drink the whole thing.
Oh, I
Okay.
wanted some.
Are you proficient in Constitution saving throws?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Does it have a black dot on it?
Constitution.
Yeah. It should have like on the like around it. You should be like,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
No, this is +6.
Excellent. So it will be a disadvantage for you, but you do have a +6, so still a good shout.
Right. Should I click it?
Yeah. No need to roll the
Is that
second
bad?
one. That is a natural 1. That is literally the worst
no.
you could have done. You attempt
Oh
to
no.
pour it in you. This is the most technical difficulty I've had on Discord ever, by the way. I don't know what's
We're jinxed.
happening here. But yes, you
We should
attempt to down the whole thing. Most of it goes straight into your lungs. You cough, you splutter, you vomit profusely. You don't do a great job of being the stern leader. Ah, there we go. Hi, Russ. You were on fire
Jesus.
for a second there. You okay?
Yeah. My light went off and then it came back on again in full blast.
What the fuck is wrong with your house, man?
I don't know, but whenever Sam disconnects and reconnects, it freezes my Discord for some reason, and then the rest of the computer.
For some reason, like I can't see Russ right now. I
That
just
is
can't.
fucking odd. That is so strange.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird.
I might.
Stop breaking me.
We might need to stop the call at the first break and see what happens. So we'll get to that as it comes, and then we'll restart it.
Cool.
So yeah, excellent. So yeah, Tiberius, you don't do great. You're poisoned
Yeah.
for a while.
Like, what the hell is this shit, Solomon? What the hell are you drinking?
Oh, did you just steal some of my booze?
He started
Did I
dominance.
offer it around? I literally blacked out after having that. I can't remember what I did.
You kind of just
Yeah, I did not have a good reaction.
yeah, you kind of just like he came over to you and then you blacked out like what you did at the cabin, and he just went, okay, took it from you, and just downed the whole thing without blinking. However,
Oh.
it all immediately came up all over you, as he doesn't have the stomach for whatever the fuck that was in there. So what was in there?
Okay, so I've glazed over for a few seconds, and I come to and I'm like, it's nice and warm, thank you. And then I realised that I'm covered in sick. I'm like, oh. Oh well. I'll just wipe that off. I don't know what it was. I was just drinking.
Make an insight check.
Is
Blitz.
Okay, I will, but I've not loaded up thing yet.
Okay.
Manzig asks, do you need any help there? Tiberius, do you need a little bit of a pick me up, maybe a bit of Barocca?
Does he need some help? What about?
Do you need a
What about
Lucas
me?
Down
aid?
for a moment, I think.
Has anyone got a cloth?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
have
you
gloves
can,
as part as
I've
part
got
of
it.
entering gear.
You can wipe yourself off with one of my 100 albums. I reach into my bag and give you one of my albums.
Have you just got like a Mary? Have you just got a Mary Poppins handbag just full of Cliff Richard albums?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, he
and
does.
merch. I carry my own merch in a magical sack.
Manzig just disappears into your sack and comes out in a very stockingly beautiful Riff Glitchered t-shirt.
Yes,
This is like
finest Riff Glitchered merch.
this is like a viral campaign of Cliff Richard appreciation. By the way, we're all getting paid to endorse this. This is what's going on.
This is how Cliff Richard pays for his advertising these days. This is how he wants
is
to be seen by the world.
Send us
So
all.
I'm gonna take one of these. I'm gonna take one of these Cliff Richard shirts, and I'm gonna just wipe myself down. And be like, perfect. This is brilliant. Thank you.
What?
And just chuck it on the floor.
Excellent.
Do you want to fight?
Manzig steps on it as he walks past, like having a look around the room.
Glitz,
Like, I'm
when
not
you
even
get-
gonna even notice the artwork on or anything.
when you get a chance, Glitz,
Just
roll
steps on his
roll
face.
insight at your leisure, but it's not. It's going to become more obvious as time goes on. Yeah, you're still convinced it's Huron sick. Don't worry. With the momentary paralysis that's gone on. Manzig, as you're wandering around, now that it's been uncovered by Tiberius moving the various beams around, the footlocker at the end of what might have been a bed, still mostly intact, and unlocked. There is no like padlock or anything on it. It's just there, exposed.
Okie dokie. Manzig cautiously does a little tap on the side, picks it up, gives it a little rattle, and
you
wants
hear-
to take a look inside.
You hear things rolling around inside. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, let's have a look inside.
Sure, yeah, you pop the top of it open. There is a number of like small trinkets, a bunch of nice, happy coloured rocks. There is a dagger in there, and there is another a part of a locket, and it's shaped like a heart with like a break down it, and it's like together forever, but like half of it's not there.
Ooh.
As you pick it up, you can feel it vibrates and warms up in a specific direction.
Ooh.
It's very subtle.
So, what can Manzig do with this? Uses it like a divining rod. He follows the spicy heat.
Yeah, the spicy heat begins to point you in the southeast, further into
Yeah.
the swamp. No euphemism there
They
at
have
all.
removed the stick off me now. What's going on?
I found a spicy rock.
Oh, I love spice rocks. What? Give me
So
some.
yeah. No, stop trying to lick it. Manzig just sort of tries to pat him away, like at the kneecaps.
Excellent.
Here, take this. I've made a
Stop
shield
patting
out.
my
Of,
kneecaps.
I've made a shield out of Cliff Richard albums. Take this. Send him away. All 100.
Ow. Stop hitting me with the Cliff Richard shield, Manzig.
Never.
said.
Like a little
No,
turtle
it's
shell
a
made of
sentence I just said.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
like a
about. mate.
turtle shell. A turtle shell made of Cliff Richard albums.
Love how we were trying to call him Riff Clichard to avoid copyright, and immediately we've not called him Riff Clichard once.
Yeah. I'm doing my best, but
We're trying. We're trying.
we'll try
But
harder.
yeah,
Yes, Daddy.
yeah, Manzig can sit.
We'll try harder.
Manzig continues sort of holding out the shiny thing and following it. It basically it's starting to does it start to vibrate so hard he's basically vibrating along the floor
quite,
with
it's
it.
Not quite that. It's more. It's like I say. It's quite subtle. However, there is a noticeable difference between sort of northwest, and as you sort of swing it round, the intensity increases until it's pointing almost dead southeast.
Okay.
Everyone follow Tiny Manzig.
I just imagine that rolling out like hi ho, it's off where we go.
Yeah.
It's just little Manzig at the front like this, holding his thing out. And everyone has to sort of like walk really slowly behind him because he's only got little legs.
Like walking behind an old person. Like,
So I think it'll be better all round if one of you picks me up,
no, I'm not feeling
sits me on your shoulders like a tiny
Yes,
human child.
I'll do it. Come on.
Thank you, old
Manzig.
companion friend.
Yes. We need to collab, Danzig and Cliff Richard. It's the collab everybody's been asking for.
I mean, he did the Elvis album. It's only up from here.
Cliff Richard or Danzig?
Danzig did an Elvis covers album. Did you not hear it?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I want to hear Cliff Richard do it then.
Yeah.
I want to hear Cliff Richard do a Danzig album.
Sorry. So you know, Riff Clichard and Manzig, they're vibing at the front of the procession.
Like it.
I'm going to go up to Tiberius and say, "Well, are we vibing like they're vibing?"
You want to sit on my shoulders?
Yes, fuck yes.
All right. Climb up.
Okay.
Imagine him sitting
So-
the wrong way around,
so-
so it's just crotch in the face.
You're traveling over
can't
this
see.
treacherous, slippy swamp. It's one
Yep.
thing for tiny Manzig, but it's quite another for Solomon Glitz. He tries to clamber up the back of you. Tiberius, I'm going to need you to make an athletics check, and Glitz, I'm going to need you to make an acrobatics, please.
Athletics.
Yeah.
I've got a dot next to that, so.
A check or a save,
No,
sorry.
that's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so Glitz manages to clamber up. It is awkward. He is much bigger than anyone else. You're all carrying like your adventuring gear, and your items and such. And Tiberius, now you're carrying your plate mail, your shield, your weapon, and now an entire
And a drunk pirate man.
tired pirate.
I
man.
don't think we're
I'm
going to get very
flying,
far.
Tiberius.
Could I suggest
I'm going to
that,
make some bird noises.
You make some progress considering, though it is tiring after a time.
Can I make a suggestion about a team building exercise where instead of segregating into two separate groups and having it on our shoulders, why don't we all go stack as a 4? So someone and we go through the struts like that. That'd be pretty intimidating as well.
Exactly. So there's like
Wear a
Manzig
really,
right on the
really
top.
big trench coat.
Nothing to see here.
Is there a really, really big trench coat in your
Yeah, there's
Cliff Richard bag?
there's a Cliff Richard branded trench coat. Don't ask what it's for, but there's a Cliff Richard branded trench coat.
And it's exactly 4 people tall.
Yes, fucking
3.5. 3.5.
Three and a half.
3.5.
It's just the sleeves are too big for Manzig at the top, so it's like a kid wearing his dad's coat.
But the head still looks the right size.
Who's the head? Who goes at the top?
Me,
Yeah.
it's got to be Manzi.
just mustache gently fluttering in the wind.
You all,
Some passerby goes. Is that Danzig in a Cliff Richard trench coat?
No, it's
can't
clearly
be.
Manzig. I have a mustache.
Manzilla.
if you all consent, that is absolutely happening. We will roll for it.
Okay.
Okay, where do we roll for
Okay,
it?
I need
What do we
everyone.
do?
I need everyone. Who's at the bottom? Is it you, Tiberius?
Tiberius,
so.
and then
I
me,
imagine it
and then I
probably is,
guess.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Tiberius, I need you to roll a strength check at disadvantage to hold it up.
Okay, how do I do that?
So if you're on D&D Beyond, you can hold, I believe it's Shift for positive or Control for negative. You're after the negative.
Sure. It's not letting me click when I do that because it's coming up with the context menu.
Oh well, you can
Open
just
it that way.
you can just click twice.
there we
and
go. I've got it. Yeah.
Okay, 5, excellent. That'll come up shortly then. Glitz, do a regular strength check, please. Because you only have 1.5 people on top of you. Momentarily. Beautiful, excellent. Riff,
Oh no.
can
It's
you
going well.
can you do a dexterity check for balancing, please?
Yeah. So just do a dex, yeah? Just click it.
Just click dex. Okay.
Oh, I did it twice,
No,
sorry.
that's fine. Okay. And Manzig,
Yes.
you don't really have a choice, but I'm going to need to get you to roll an acrobatics at this point.
Oh god, where is
Should be right at the
acrobatics?
top of
That's
your
in.
skills.
Okay, right, and that's just a bit. That's just the B.
Yep. Okay, so here's what happens. You all clamber up, and you sort of you're in this uneven ground, and it's hot, and there's like bugs everywhere, and it stinks of shit, and there's a burnt out building right behind you. Like it's still there. You're in this massive hole. From the view you get, Manzig, briefly, you're able to see the full scope of the impacts that were made, and like in Jurassic Park, they're kind of like big fucking footprints. The design and shape of them is kind of unusual for you. You're not entirely sure what it is. However, while you're thinking, you realize that Tiberius has fallen over at the bottom.
Oh,
Blitz has fallen over the other way, on top of him backwards. Riff, you've jumped off, pushed Manzig out of the way, and has 3-point landed in the swampy marsh. Manzig, you kind of don't realize what's happening until it's all really happening. The trench coat itself is thankfully large enough. It acts as a partial parachute, and you swing slowly, landing right on top of Glitz, who's currently on top of a face-down Tiberius in the dirt.
Well, I think that was,
Just-
I got you.
well, I think that was a great idea.
just see bubbles coming up from the mud. Just.
Oh yeah, and it's like filled to the brim with like vegetation and insects and sort of all sorts of like moss and such. It's not a pleasant experience.
So,
I'm gonna roll off Tiberius so he can, not drown and just say,
Manzig,
better luck next time.
I just want to say I like how we found like a burned ruins of a building. Our initial reaction was to just jump on each other's shoulders, put a trench coat, like in case anything turns up, we can be like, "Oh, I'm bigger than you." I don't know. Yes. What do I need to click
Nothing.
to not die?
Nothing. You're fine. You can pick yourself up out of the ground fine enough. You're
Cool.
only.
Can I get another one of those?
On you go.
Can I get another one of those Cliff Richard T-shirts to?
Yeah, of course.
He's got brown on him.
I'll throw you a CD so you can scrape it off your face as well. Or I can lay a path in the swamp of CDs.
now,
That's not a bad idea. I mean, the thing is,
just trying to think.
what's kind of getting me is like canonically in this world where my campaign's set, is that there are now things called CDs. There is Cliff Richard and Trenchcoat merch.
they're called crunchy discs.
Yes.
Like
Crunchy discs
the
for the
gnomes are
swamp.
good, but I
It's
don't think they were this
literally,
good.
it's like a digestive biscuit, but it's got Cliff Richard's face embossed on it.
I love it.
Can you get? I'd love that. I'd buy them.
Yeah,
I would buy
like
them as
a
well.
Cliff Richard face shaped belt buckle. I want one of them.
Speaking of belt buckles, Manzig has the clever idea. So, like with conjure animals, does that count with insects as well?
That would be a different spell, but I'll allow it for flavor. Sure.
Okay, so Manzig sort of stands up. He's not in the mud, but he's got a bit of splashback, so he sort of tucks the big sleeves out the way, wipes down his shiny Manzig belt, of like a devil skull as is tradition, and with a hip thrust, he would like to use his totem to cast conjure animals.
Yeah. So as you thrust in the general direction, getting the last of the flakes of the mud off the belt buckle, your totem glows, and two magnificently large beasts appear. Giant sort of tundra tigers of sorts appear, and they're ravenous and hungry, but they're yours to command.
Oh. He gives them a little scritch on the chin and chucks them a Felix cat treat.
I need to find out how long conjure animals last for. And they're noticeably ethereal. They're kind of see-through-y kind of spirits, but you can interact with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They last for an hour.
Sweet.
You can absolutely use these as beasts of burden if you would like.
Oh, what does that do?
I mean, you can ride a tiger, I guess. You can see its stripes. So
Come
you know
on,
it's
guys. Come on, gang. We're doing a Ronnie James.
Yeah.
We're doing a Ronnie James. Jump on. Jump on.
What happened to Manzig's skull cart? Have we left that behind?
No, that's strapped. That's like strapped on one of the tiger's face. Kind of like He-Man.
Ah, okay. Ah, yeah. Okay. Cool.
Except
Where's
it makes a
my-
noise like.
Love it. Love it. War kitties being ridden in through the swamp because you all got too tired being faced in the mud. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So with the
And they
necklace,
take 2 people per tiger.
sure, they're massive. They're large creatures, so why not?
Excellent.
Why not?
Someone in the chat's just asked, is the tiger's name Norman by any chance? Yes, Norman and Herman.
There we go then.
Can one be called Fish?
Yes,
Fish and Norman. Beautiful.
Norman and Fish.
Excellent.
Crime fighters of the sea. Sierra. Anyway, so the necklace vibrates, pointing you southeast, and you begin to follow it on your beasts. The rest of the day's travel goes slowly. However, through a certain point, a thick, sweet-smelling fog descends. It's clawing in the mud. Your feet get stuck more often than you would like, and you have to clamber over various rotten trees, and there's like mossy outcrops and all sorts of annoying shenanigans. However, as you realize that you've been walking in a straight line, Riff's been dropping things in the ground. At some point, you realize that like you can see some of them in the distance. Like you've been gradually curling your way around, but you have been pointing in the direction that it points you to. And after a bit of time, you see that there is a small, ruined stone building that emerges from the distance of your on the edge of your vision in the mist, in the fog. And the ground is noticeably foundationed as you get closer to this this building. Those of you who are any of you proficient in history?
Spell it.
No.
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 I don't know anything.
Excellent.
Although I've been here since the dawn of time, I don't know anything.
You weren't-
Can't remember anything.
Yeah, you weren't
You
everywhere.
got very engrossed in the album making process. It's all right,
Yeah.
though.
I was too busy making 100 albums.
While Riff may have been around, he wasn't always everywhere, omniscient, omnipresent, as much as he likes to think so. However, you do see that there is recent evidence of a campfire of sorts in the center of this again sort of ruined stone building, and it's old. It's nature has reclaimed much of it, but it still stands. You suspect it would be a good windbreak. You suspect.
Can I use my investigation or my perception or something to
Sure.
take a look around and see if
Yeah,
there's anything of note?
roll perception check.
Look around you.
What do you see? That's right. Sulfur.
Stinky.
And in fairness, it is a swamp. It would have some sulphurous odor to it.
Ooh.
As you sort of look around, and you do hear the occasional footstep more than you would expect, but you can never really quite place where it is. You suspect Riff's just dragging round a monster dong he's not showing you. But just occasionally has to reach out with his prehensile sort of demon dong. What's
We're
wrong
all
with
going
me?
on a summer holiday.
What's wrong with me?
What the fuck?
But yeah,
Big Richard.
you do suspect that there's occasionally one more schlock than should be through the mud as you approach.
Okay. So we might be up for a fight soon.
Oh, fuck.
The big demon dick.
Riff Clitchard's getting jacked. He's fucking ready.
I've been waiting for a fight.
Excellent, buddy.
I don't know whether I should change his accent. I don't know whether I should be like, Venom from IT Crowd, like, hello, I'm Riff Clitchard, or shall I make him like kind of a hard man, like, I'm Cliff Richard.
Riff Clitchard.
Like Danny Dyer.
Combine the two.
Why has nobody done a Danny Dyer character in any of my RPGs?
Dungeons and Dyer.
Yeah, Danny's and Dyers, obviously.
Yeah.
Like everyone plays Danny Dyer. Yeah, that's happening. You guys heard it here.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, that's the next one
Yep,
shot.
that's
It's got to
it.
be done. It's all set on EastEnders as well.
Yeah, it's like an underground fight club. Just the various variants of Danny Dyer coming together.
Before I go on though, shall I play Riff Clitchard like very hello, or shall I play him as in like a Cockney boozer from EastEnders, like you what, you mug?
I think if we do it that way
definitely-
round. Go on.
Sorry.
Go on.
I was gonna say definitely Chris Morris.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, can you do Terry Tibbs?
Talk to me.
Yes.
Excellent.
You want 100 albums? Talk to me. You want a trench coat?
So as Riff's personality changes before your very eyes. That was amazing.
The fame's getting to him.
Out of nowhere, I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but I certainly heard it in my monitoring. There was the EastEnders theme tune came through briefly for a second there, and it's really, I don't know what happened. I just was not.
Danny Dyer happened.
Danny Dyer appeared.
He heard us talking about him. You say his name 3 times, and he's going to
summoned
appear
him.
and like glass you.
It's turned up like slag.
Speaking of Danny Dyer, as Riff's personality changes before your very eyes, those of you who were actively looking, namely Tiberius at this point, you can see a handful of long, scraggly fingers pointing round the outside of the far end of the structure, and behind it, a large, horrible, disfigured face that looks suspiciously like Danny Dyer pokes its way out. We're going to go to a break briefly, but when we come back, we're going to need to roll for
Excellent.
initiative. So,
Oh, well,
if anyone hasn't
Danny Dyer.
already, please give the Twitch channel a follow. Go get yourselves in a beverage. Go have yourselves a wee. I'm going to put on some tunes for a couple minutes. Yeah, and if you've got a better accent that you think Sam should be doing for Riff Clitchard, let us know in the chat. We'll be
yes,
back.
let us know.
We'll be back in 5, 10, something like that. We'll see how
In
it
a bit.
goes. Catch you shortly.
So, what are we doing again?
We've been over this. He shows up, grab him, and we bag him.
Oh.
A few quick jabs to the ribs just for good measure.
There he is.
Oh, this is from a boy. Little you know.
Right again?
He's late for band practices. He's late for sound checks. He's late for video shoots. All round, he's a bit of a cunt. It's so done.
Don't think he saw us.
Huh? Don't be a cunt!
He's only small, but he weighs like a fucking crane.
Make sure you get his legs.
Where are you taking me?
Get a fucking move on.
Right, guys, up here.
Oh god, I think I've pissed myself.
Twat!
Oh, my leg.
Yeah, you can clean that.
Have you been such a cunt?
Sit down.
Get his pants off.
Why are you undressing me?
Stop waving your arms around, you jelly-limbed pillock.
He's been asking for this for a long time.
Get his pants on.
I don't think that's a shepherd's pie in my pants.
Oh, that stinks.
Let's kill him. Let's fucking kill him.
Let's get this over with, okay?
Play.
No, that one needs to be there. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Can you
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
over there? Excellent.
Yep.
We've got yeah, cool. Perfect. Excellent.
Yep.
Yep. Beautiful. So, thank you for joining us. Welcome back. Hope we didn't turn you off with our awful music. Hope you've got a beer. Hope you're nice and weed out because things are going to get a bit hairy. When last we left the party 10 minutes ago, they stumbled across an old sort of ruin of sorts, stone ruin in the middle of this swamp, where the spindly fingers and broken, disheveled face of Danny Dyer peeked out from the side. So,
He said twat.
What?
that should take you guys on to the map.
Ooh. Wait, what?
Amazing.
So,
I love it.
You fucking slag.
Right, we're gonna need to roll for initiative, I think, against Danny Dyer.
Well, all of us.
So, what you want to do, guys, you want to make sure in a second that you click your tokens, and then roll initiative on.
Which tokens? Which?
So you are the one.
Yours is the one that looks like Manzig.
In the top there. You should have control of that, do you?
Oh, right. Yes.
Can you guys click them and move them? Is that an option for you?
Oh, and the turn on disappeared before I clicked it.
Where did that go?
What have you done?
I don't know what
No,
happened there.
Oh, it's
Get away from that man.
Whoa.
Went over and gave him a quick sniff.
Yeah. It's definitely him.
Right.
Smells like
Smells
shit.
dire.
Let's see what Danny Dyer's initiative is.
What would Danny Dyer smell of?
Ecstasy.
Well, I mean, he's twice as he's like
Stale pub cigarettes.
He's the
You know
entire,
that stale sort of pub carpet kind of smell.
he's an entire size category bigger than most of you guys. Two bigger than
Fuck.
Manzig. Danny
Everybody
Dyer's a big
is.
dude, man. Like maybe not in real life, but he is in this. Sorry,
He's as big as the Ronnie
Figures,
James cats.
15.
It's like
Yes, these are the
8
Ronnie
foot.
James cats.
Mm.
Who else hasn't
Norman
done
and
an
Fish.
initiative yet? Solomon, you're there. Tiberius,
Oh.
you're there. I need
I need to
Riff
click something.
and so Riff got 1. Okay, so you're going last.
Can I
Okay.
click?
Oh, do I have to click it as well?
You do on your character sheet. Yeah.
Where is initiative?
Yeah, where is
it's
it?
at the
Next to your
top,
armor class.
Oh shit! I've just hidden Riff.
Oh, it's here.
Shit!
I've disappeared.
He's
Oh,
gone.
right. So do I click on the B?
Yeah.
I always the B.
And Riff got 1. Okay, cool.
Did
Bloody
anyone,
hell,
did anyone in the chat say that I need to change my
22.
accent?
Let's see. Did anyone say anything about your accent? I don't know. Let's see.
So
Said it.
keep it.
Said Sam's accent shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of
He
talk
should
of,
just stop talking.
There's a lot of talk of upsetting postmen, which is totally true. I think for the rest of the fight, you should just do Danny Dyer. I think that would make sense. I'm going to put on a battle music of sorts. Let's do this one.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's loud. Excuse me.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, you guys probably won't hear it, but it'll
Oh,
come through on the.
okay.
On the
We never hear it.
You guys don't get to vibe with me. So. Barbara Windsor.
Imagine if.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Sam, you're doing. Barbara
Imagine if you
Windsor.
could like. Imagine if you could like hear battle music in real life. You know, like if someone pushed you in a
Yeah,
pub.
and
So
you were
watch
like-
where you're fucking going. It's like.
And you're just like, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. All right, let's put
You know,
this
it's like
Isn't
in
Barbara
order.
Windsor's accent just Danny Dyer's accent but higher pitched?
You know, in Skyrim where you think you're alone and then the battle music starts
Yeah.
playing and you're like, what? I don't know. Where? Like, what's attacking
What
me?
did I do?
So, the attack kitties are going to go after your turn, Manzig. Okay. So
Okay.
you've got first dibs. You get to do the first thing. So you've got like a rough sign of. I'm going to move Mr. Dyer just a little bit higher, because he was peeking round the top of this. Top of
Okay.
this area here, so you would be able to see him from there. What would you like to do?
Ooh. Let me just scroll low. So let me have a look at my action and my spells here. Let's see. What is the vegetation like in the area that we're in?
Oh, it's thick. It is thick.
Thick. Okay, two C's thick.
Two
Okay.
Cs. Yeah, man.
Can I cast Speak with Plants to see if they can give me a little bit of the scoop on what's happening that I can't see?
Sure, yeah. Is there a particular plant type you want to go for? There's this is sort of decrepit tree-looking thing in the middle here.
Yeah, let's talk to the old tree.
Sure, yeah. Cast your spell.
Okay. Okay.
What do you
I hope
say?
they talk like Danny Dyer. I hope they say, you slag.
Okay.
It's forest.
What do you ask the trees?
What's Danny Dyer's beef?
Danny Dyer? Which one?
What?
No.
Oh no!
That's terrifying. That's actually scary.
Really scary.
And you see that the boughs of the tree sort of point to the south, as you see lurking, hiding the second Danny Dyer.
No!
Oh my god.
Santa's stopping us!
So you
Slag sword.
when one slag wasn't enough. So you do have a bonus action and your movement, Manzig. What would you like to do? You can also direct your kitties to do whatever you want as a free action. And they'll react accordingly.
What? So I can do that and then have my bonus action as well?
Yep. You get both.
Okay.
Double Dyer. You're right.
Double Dyer. So I get the kitties to go give them a preemptive swipe.
Okay.
And wait, where's my window? And then I use. Am I still talking to the tree?
You can do if you want. Yeah, you've got the spell up for 10 minutes.
So
as long as you're.
yeah,
in fact, you don't even need concentration. You can talk to this tree as much as you want.
Okay, so I'm like, hey, I'm a little dude, Mr. Tree. Can I have upsies? Can I just
Yeah, sure.
get up on top?
I'll be down there in just a minute. And you see that the boughs start to creak over.
Excellent.
However, each turn is about 6 seconds. So
okay.
They are slow, but they are moving.
Yes. Excellent.
So you can move towards it to prepare to jump up. You can attempt to just jump straight up to the top of the trees. They're kind of like rotten and old and decrepit, but they're still.
But I mean,
very
I am
much there.
tiny, so
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's go for that. So yes.
Cool. So roll a acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. Acrobatics. Where's that? Okay.
Slags from every direction.
Just
Okay,
a murmur.
Cool. Yeah, a murder of slags.
Murder of slags.
Beautiful. With an 11, it's not a very graceful. You kind of hop up and land sort of belly first upon a bough and can kind of roll yourself up. But it's not super graceful. You are approximately 5 feet off the ground currently, though.
That's big for me.
So you can
it's
move
taller than I am.
You can move your character over here if you'd like. Do you guys see that ping?
Okay.
No.
Wait.
Okay.
What ping? Where?
Because I can't control the characters in DM mode, which is weird, but I can do it in player mode. So I'm just going to move you over here in player mode.
Okay.
So that's where you are. So the murder kitties, you wanted them to go after each of the Dannies.
Each of the Dyers, yes.
So this one just bolts straight at him. Second one circumvents the tree, jumps straight at them. They're both going to make attacks with their claws.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 20 for the first roll here for an attack, so that's amazing. So that's one of them. The top one's getting a nat 20. Second one is getting an 18. They both hit. Let's do the first one. It's a D8. There we are. Sorry, I'll point the mic towards where I'm talking. It'll make it easier.
Okay.
So first hit is for 8 total. So yeah, so the first murder kitty jumps over, slashes down viciously, and it goes straight through Danny's thick sort of actor skin, and you see it sort of melt out of him before gradually starting to sort of stick together again, like the mutant that he inevitably is. and the other one does the same damage. So they're both going to take a significant amount of damage. The murder kitties jump on top of him, rending flesh, trying to force the various Dannies to the ground. Both Dannies retaliate. So the first one completely just bats the murder kitty away after taking some damage.
Oh no!
The one to the south, however, is knocked prone as the murder kitty latches on top and starts ripping out the flesh from his throat. However, he's
Release
wriggling.
the kitties!
He's just not having it. He's just not having it, and he just pushes the kitty away. This Danny is prone in the south. He is currently on the flat of his back.
Good.
He can use. I'm going to use this one, that little icon there. So moving on, Mr. Glitz, what would you like to do?
Upon seeing the horrific advance of Danny's, I conclude the situation is indeed dire. And
Hold on.
is this a wall here?
It's a small wall, yeah. You could probably hop on top of it if you want to do an acrobatics check. The Danny Dyer is prone on the other side though, so it would be a tough hit from above. You could really, if you wanted to, I'll allow you for flavor just to vault the wall entirely, even if it is a little bit more of your. Oh wait, no, you've
my
got
movement's
spring.
quite-
Yeah, you've got good
I've
movement.
got-
What am I about?
Yeah. I've got spring boots.
You do.
I'm
I
going
could use some of those.
I'm going to run.
Yep.
And activate my spring boots and leap over the wall with my rapier over my head to plunge down into this prone Danny Dyer.
Excellent.
If I may.
I need you to roll a d20 to see if you fuck up using the boots.
Yay. 4.
What's the DC? I believe it was 12. Oh, it was plus your acrobatics. You might not be dead yet.
My acrobatics is +3.
7, still below a 12. Okay, so you move your 30. Your rapier brandished. It is schlocking in the mud. And then I need you to pick a different direction that you're going to go flying in instead.
Oh, I get to pick.
No, I need you to roll. Let's do that. Let's do a D9. D8. D8. There's only 8 directions.
1.
Straight north. Okay. So you kick the boots off and you land around and under and on top of this murder kitty. You're still kind of.
Can I do a check to see if I land on it?
Yes.
Sure, yeah, for flavor. Roll animal
'Cause
handling.
I'm a smooth bastard.
Roll animal handling.
9.
Nah. You kind of land on it and then slide off drunkenly.
I land on it. Yeah, sell my nuts and slide off the side. Yeah.
That one's fish.
However, I'm going to say that you're close enough. By all means, fuck it. I don't care. You can make a stab at this currently prone Danny Dyer.
Ah, thanks, mate.
It's all right, mate. You're gonna see. You're gonna see why I'm gonna let you do it. Why I'm letting you stab him now.
Okay, so I run towards my boots. I click my boots together and they bounce, and I go off in the wrong direction. I land nuts first on the side of fish, and slide off to the left with my sword above my head, and accidentally plunge it into Danny Dyer.
Excellent. Roll an attack with advantage because he's prone.
With advantage.
12. Not enough. Your rapier clatters harmlessly on the stone. That was disappointing.
Some terrible rolls.
In every way, that was
entertaining, though.
disappointing.
It was so theatric.
It was very vivid.
This
is how you play D&D,
It was a joy
kids.
to watch.
It's all imagination.
I'm just clutching my nuts.
Yeah.
You fucking bastard Danny Dyer. Am I prone or am I alright?
You're okay. You're okay.
Okay, I'm just hunched.
Yeah, your nuts hurt, but you're not bad.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to do? You've got bonus actions. You could technically bonus action.
I've done all...
You can dash, or you can hide, or you can do any of that stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm
I've used all my movement though, haven't I?
For a single round of movement, yeah, but you
Yes,
can, but you can dash.
so I can't disengage and leave. That's what I mean.
No, you cannot. No.
So I'm going to hide behind this wall. Just bonus action hide.
Okay, so roll a stealth, as you bravely.
27. That's
Fucking
more like
hell, man! Like what a coward.
And he's gone.
And you suspect you might be out of the immediate view of the hungry Danny on the other side of this wall. Okay, Mr. Dawnbreaker.
As a champion of the light, the very sight of two Danny Dyers filled me with disgust. I grab my Morning Star and my shield, and I run full pelt at the first Danny Dyer character I saw.
Okay,
ready
so
to swing.
the northernmost one,
face.
yeah. What's
Yeah.
your movement?
What does that mean?
By your HP in the top right of your sheet, it should be a movement thing. It should say probably 30, I think, for
Walking speed.
Movement, walking 30 feet, yeah.
Yeah, so you can move 30 as a movement action. As an action, you can dash and double that, but you won't be able to make an attack. But you will still have bonus actions readily available.
Okay, I wanted to attack, so...
Currently, one of the Dannies is within range, the one to the south. If you...
Alright, I'll go for him.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Fuck it. It's a short wall. You're tall. You can manage that.
Yeah.
I'll allow that. So you can move yourself over.
Oh yeah, you'll allow that for him, but I had to engage my boots.
You're super drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done it
I'll
anyway.
move you under there.
Yeah.
But you are within reach of Mr. Dyer. Make a swing. What would you? How do you do it? Or at least, what are you doing as your action? I should say.
Do I have a spell that I can use, or something?
You neglected to pick any spells, so I picked a bunch for you. They're currently in your spells tab. I don't know if they're going to be of any use. But I didn't want you going into this without it.
Branding Smite.
You can, absolutely. Is that a BA bonus action?
Is that? Do I only have one of those though?
No, you can use them as many times as you have spell slots.
Let's. How many spell slots do I have?
Depends on the level. I think Branding Smite is a second level. I think you might have 2.
Right. Okay.
Now, Branding Smite's great because you use it before an attack, and when you hit on your next attack, assuming the spell's still active, it releases extra shit, which is very fun, especially as a paladin, because you can divine smite as well. So, like, if you hit it with a Branding Smite on, you can like roll like 6 things. Okay, cool. So that's a 9 you get to add to your next attack, assuming the next damage, I should say. Assuming that your spell maintains. So that's your bonus action.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do?
And now, can I attack normally now then?
Sure, make a big ol' swing at Danny.
Alright, here we go.
Go for it, you slag.
So you click to hit column.
Hit DC, it's called.
Yeah, hit DC, sorry. I think it's like a +6 for you, something like that.
Yeah, you click on your actions and then.
Oh, actions.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, and then the one for my weapon, right? For my Morning Star.
Yeah.
Assuming that's what you want to hit him with.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
You waft your Morning Glory at him, and it fails to connect. Oh, you would be rolling at advantage because he's on the floor. So roll it again.
Oh shit! I didn't do that.
Again.
Never mind. It's too late.
16 does go through. So you're hit there on your Morning Glory. So if you click where it's either says your damage on your sheet or
I did do that. I just did
or you just click the pink Morning Glory, or the red Morning Glory. There, excellent. So you
just click that Morning.
You just swing it around your head, your Morning Glory, triumphant in the midday sun, and you crash it down on Danny Dyer's head.
Donk.
You're as the piercing barbs of this sort of crystalline shards on the end of your mace, your Morning Star, sorry, just belt straight into him. You tear out, seeing that you've left like a horrible burn mark of sorts of radiant damage in his body. Are you intending to smite as well, or are you saving your spell slots?
going to save my spell slots.
Okay, because you can stack smites. But that's totally fine. That is... Sorry,
8 plus 9 in it.
I'm terrible at math, so 17, but I need to take that
17.
away from whatever this is.
If I use my second spell slot, that's it for this encounter, right? Or at least
That's
until
it
we
for
rest.
a long rest, I believe, yeah. But you did find a nice campfire that seemed fairly solid, even if it was surrounded by evil Danny Dyers. Which might be normal Danny Dyers, I don't really know.
Yeah, I'm going to work They seem pretty evil.
They do seem pretty evil.
Can I...
I think that...
That's too late for that. I was going to say, can I detect evil? But it's a bit late for that, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. So, the northernmost Danny Dyer. Assuming that was the end of your turn, of course. Oh, wait. So you're level 6 paladin. You get 2 attacks per round.
Is one of the Danny Dyers northern and one of the Danny Dyers southern?
Currently.
How it works.
Can you imagine a northern Danny Dyer?
No,
that
I
work?
couldn't. It's like I could imagine like
Alright,
a southern.
slag.
I could imagine a Cockney Danny Dyer and an Australian Danny Dyer. So it's like he's even further down. You know.
Oh God.
Like he's descended down under.
Get out of my pub, slag.
Yeah, you get to roll Morning Glory again if you like.
Sure. Okay, just click it again.
Yep.
Put another slag on the Barbie.
Mr. Prime Minister!
24, that's right.
That definitely goes through. You can roll advantage because he is prone currently, so you can attempt it again.
Okay.
Just to see if you get a critical, that's all. No, okay, 24 goes through, so roll some damage for one of those Morning Glories.
Sure.
Yeah, an additional 8 piercing damage against the evil that is Danny Dyer tonight. We've got nothing against you, I think. Just, it happened. Sorry. Excellent. So, with the end of your round, the Dannies are angered. The northern Danny, or at least the least southern Danny, takes a swing at Battle Kitty Norman to the north. With both of his claws. First one is a 13. I don't believe that goes through. I think the Battle Kitty's armor is more than that. No, it does go through. Shit. Okay, 13. 13 does go through for Battle Kitty Norman. Second one.
Battle Kitty Norman throws up the rainbow.
And as both those swipes come in, slash, pulls Battle Kitty in and bites into his ethereal neck. Again, that goes through. Fucking hell. Sorry. So that is...
Oh, Danny bites cats.
No,
not Norman. He's a national treasure, I'll have you know.
6 plus 8 plus 14 plus...
You see, even the people in the chat agree with me. They've got the Norman emotes out and everything.
So
Team Norman.
So that one's got... So the Battle Kitty Norman takes 22 damage with all of those strikes. Taking its hit points down to 12. You can see the ethereal nature of Battle Kitty Norman flickering under the heaviness of the strike. I'm just gonna go for fish as well. Fuck it, why not?
Not fish. Fish.
Yeah,
Kind of an asshole.
Have him. Yeah. You can have him.
12.
I just imagine actual Fish the cat, his head slowly popping up behind you on the couch right now, like.
Fish takes a similarly series of blows.
Oh no, not Fish.
Yeah. Taking 27 damage with a series of strikes and a bite as he draws him in close. Yeah. That sucked.
Danny's not to be don't let you heard it here first, folks. Don't let your cats near Danny Dyer. Fucking hell.
Everyone make perception checks, please.
Okay.
Okay, everyone except for Glitz sees that the southernmost Danny,
I'm hiding.
and the northernmost, although you wouldn't be able to see that necessarily from where you are, you see that the wounds that they've sustained knit together again.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The northernmost one doesn't seem to have taken any damage at all. The southernmost Danny seems to have taken some damage from the barrage so far, but not nearly enough to sustain death. Riff Clichard.
Your time to shine.
What are you gonna do, buddy?
The moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh, what's going on here? What's all this shouting? We'll have no trouble here. The swamp for local people. It looks like a Dyer's Eve. Dear Father, tell me what we do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Can I use my vehicle to whiz around?
What is this vehicle?
Let's see. Well, what's your movement speed? It's currently lots because you're a monk, right?
Yeah, I'm 45 feet.
Yeah,
speed.
you can get to the southernmost, Danny, but you can't get round to the northernmost. So you can absolutely get to
even
around
on my
here.
vehicle.
Yeah, your vehicle
Even
doesn't.
on my vehicle.
Your vehicle doesn't make you any faster because you're so fast, but it does allow you to make some sick attacks.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
What
yeah,
is this
so,
vehicle?
So I, Cliff Richard, will get on my Segway and I'll ride through the swamp. I'll ride through the swamp down here. There we are.
A Segway.
And you guys
leaning forward.
And you guys see that it's floating partially off the ground with some sort of magical energy. Why he didn't do this any of the rest of the time is a mystery to you, because it doesn't improve his speed.
Maybe it was
he just doesn't have to
charging.
walk, but he just leans forward and just coasts almost silently towards this Danny. You guys can see that there's these pipes that extend out the back of it, with part of a bear skeleton hanging off the back of it, clattering in the foliage below. What would you like to do as you approach Danny Dyer, Riff Clitchard?
I, Cliff Richard, would like to. I, Cliff Richard, would like to nut this cunt.
He just leans forward on a Segway straight into him. So, as a monk, I believe you get 2 nuts in a round, and then you can use your key points to do an additional 2 nuts if you would like. So you can nut.
What kind of
You can headbutt Danny Dyer 4 times in the next 6 seconds.
I want to see Danny Dyer fight Cliff Richard.
Cliff Richard is nutting on Danny Dyer. Is that right?
4 times in 6 seconds. Yep, that's where we're going.
Okay.
So make unarmed strikes, please.
Unrelated question. Do you think Bloodstock will ever ask us to do this again?
Probably not.
He's obviously been drinking his cummy juice.
Right, what do I have to click? How do I nut this geezer?
So if you go to your actions, you should say unarmed strike. Where it says to hit, you can just click that 4 times.
Oh wow!
Because you don't have to, but you can nut him 4 times.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Jesus, Cliff!
What?
So
my God.
you rolled 5 times, but 2 of them were critical
Over
hits.
20.
Can I just say, stop! He's already dead.
So
Cliff Richard is just nutting Danny Dyer's head into mush. He's just nutting it relentlessly.
Like a fucking Cronenberg movie.
yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, man! This is like American History X, but with Cliff Richard. Like not into it.
Guys, someone in chat just said next year on Bloodstock main stage, live fight between Cliff Richard and Danny Dyer.
So what I want you to
I
do,
am up
Riff,
for that.
is I want you to click the unarmed strikes in succession, the top 4 that you did there.
Oh my God.
Oh fucking hell!
Where it says unarmed strike, the pink button.
Yeah, on roll 20.
Oh, I'm roll 20. What is it called? Sorry.
So you know on where it says unarmed strike, where it's like pink, you can just click the ones that hit. The top 4 all
okay.
hit. 2 of them are criticals, so
Okay.
it'll add the extra bits on for you. Because I'm just going for a total here at this point. So click the next one. Okay, disappointing crit there, but that's okay. That's a good hit. And another disappointing crit, but still, that's a lot of damage. A lot of damage.
29.
That's swag it. 29. So just Cliff Richard just zooms in on a Segway while everyone else is like battling around, and just fucking annihilates the head of this Danny Dyer.
It's feral.
just
He's
fucking
like
just
foaming at the mouth.
bang, 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 and Danny's just fucking like not having it. He's having a bad
He's
time.
tasted blood.
Like Cliff Richard has been building this up for his 100 albums.
He's been wanting a fight all session.
He's been gagging for this.
It's that nice guy Christian demeanor has worn off. It's worn thin for 80 plus years, and he's like,
He's not 80, is he? How old is... Wait, I'm gonna Google
I mean,
it.
it probably
Hold
is
on.
something like that. I mean, his true demon form has presented itself, and he's going after Danny Dyer with a vengeance.
Oh shit, he's 80! He's actually 80 years old.
Wow, Sam, are you in his fan club legit, or what? Or you just did the research?
Oh my god!
Like I said, I bought this T-shirt off his merch website. I know my shit.
he's gone method.
It does. So you never go full Cliff. Manzig, that takes us back to the top of the round. You get to do what you want to do. You're currently 5 feet off the ground, atop a tree. Your murder kitties are not having a great time.
Am I able to heal up the murder kitties, or does that just exclusively apply to everyone?
You absolutely can. You can absolutely heal up whoever you want if you've got the spells to do it.
Okay. Wait. Let me have a look what I've got in the
So I think at level 6,
Beyond.
you're probably only going to have healing word as a druid. I think.
Okay.
In which
Let's
case
have a
you
look.
can use that once as a bonus action. So you can pick someone to heal up slightly.
Ooh. Okay. Can I use jump and try to land on top of feral Cliff Richard?
Yes. Let's see.
Okay. Here.
Can I have ripped it? Can Cliff have ripped his shirt off as well? He's showing you.
And he's got like a chest tattoo of something.
Just says
Danny Dyer.
Danny Dyer's skull.
Yeah. Make a.
Oh! I've got it. Manzig sort of tries to scope out the speed that he's going at with this Segway, and he tries to aim it, so he's jumping down into the upturned gummy bear skull.
Sure. Yeah. By all means. Roll an acrobatics check. Why not?
Let's see, acrobatics. Where is acrobatics?
Should be at the top of your screens there.
Okay, here we go.
You sort of scout it out, you plan it, you think, you run, you miscalculate where this tree, who's still kind of trying to lean over and and starts moving upwards to move you up. You miscalculate your footing. You misjudge it, landing on your side, near where the Segway was, but not on it. You are on the floor.
Right.
You sort of look up and you see this 15-foot tall Danny Dyer present itself towards you. His breath just smells, man. It just smells.
Ooh.
What would you like to do? You've got an action and a bonus action.
Oh,
What
do
does
I
he
use
smell
the?
like?
What does he smell like? I still think he smells like, you know, when you walk into specifically like an old man's kind of pub where the smells sort of an accumulation of cigarettes and like sticky beer carpet. I think he smells like that.
Yeah.
Sure, but like with
Sticky
the
beer
occasional sort of mint refreshing that he gets from the no spray no lay guy in the bathroom that he obviously has in his house.
For the punani. Yeah.
He's just got one of those in his house, and he's like, no splash, no gash.
No splash, no gash.
He doesn't. Well, he pays him by just buying the stuff.
Yeah. This guy just lives there.
Once there was one night I went out in Sheffield one night, and I was so drunk,
Sheffield.
and I felt really like, I don't know why, I just kind of like, oh, poor guy. Like I just felt like sorry for one of those no spray no lay guys. I gave him 20 quid, and then I didn't get anything, and then it wasn't until the next pub where I was like, didn't even get like a spray or a lay. I've been missold.
You march back in there. God damn it.
I'd love to see. I'd love to hear the conversation between you and like the PPI guys, being like, "This no spray no lay guy really he ripped me off, man."
You'll see.
My pickle was thoroughly untickled.
I'll be on Judge Rinder. Take on Judge Rinder.
I fucking love Judge Rinder. Oh my god, what a guy.
That's a really good D&D character to roll.
It is, yeah.
It's gonna happen, isn't it? Right, okay.
So you have your action and your bonus action. What would you like to do?
Okay, action and bonus action. So, let's see. Where's my bonus action?
So on your actions, anything that says time, it'll have like 1A or 1BA. That's one action or one bonus action. You might not have many, so
No, I've got like 1d something.
That's the damage output.
Oh, okay. So what's the...
Let's have a look. See.
If you look in your actions, click on actions. Then there's a subcategory called bonus action. Click on that, it'll list them.
Oh, right, okay.
You might not have many as
Oh,
druid,
yeah.
I'm sure.
No.
You have 2 weapon fighting or healing word. So depending on what weapon you use, you might be able to hit him again. You have a dagger, which would be applicable for that. So you could hit him
what?
twice
Yeah,
with a dagger.
let's go. I think the chat's been wanting Abbie Stabby to happen, so let's get an Abbie Stabby going. Let's get the dagger out.
Okay.
Let's get the dagger out.
Excellent. So
Okay,
you want to
what
roll
do I do?
that, you want to click that +6 and just roll it twice. Just click it twice.
What? The one bit where it says 1d6 plus...
No, the bit where it says under hit DC.
Oh,
should
plus
just be
6, yeah. Okay, so click that.
So you
there we
see
go.
if you're deft enough to get through. You do. 15 and 20 both get through. What little armor Danny Dyer happens to wear around the house. Yeah. So click the little red buttons on where it says dagger, and it'll roll some damage for you.
That's definitely pink, isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of pink.
What
It's kind of red.
little buttons where it says dagger? What's that? You mean like where it says
on a roll 20?
On roll 20.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, on roll 20, right? Okay. Where Wait, what? Oh, so I click where it says dagger.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah. There you go. 6 piercing for the first one, and then 4 for the next. That's a full 10 damage. So you just dive off ungracefully, aiming for the segue, not quite making it, but you land down in time to pull out your dagger and just fucking stabbing away at him, taking 10 off of him. Danny Dyer is not looking very well.
Manzig's out for blood.
So that's your action and your bonus action. Mr. Glitz.
Surprise, motherfucker! I was behind this wall all along.
Let's see, actually. Yeah, that is a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to surprise attack Danny Dyer with a rapier.
Consider yourself an unseen attacker. Roll at advantage.
Hell yeah!
25.
25.
That absolutely goes through. And because your allies are there as well, you would get sneak attack.
I get sneak attack, 18 damage,
so
bitch.
you just poke a hole straight through Danny Dyer and rip it out. This horrible sort of swampy ichor kind of just like sinks out of him with horrible sloppy wetness. He is clinging on to the rest of his career with the slimmest of threads. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Are we talking about D&D now or about Danny
Danny and Dyer?
Legit, like, actually.
I'm leaving that up to chat to decide.
Rogues don't get a second sight, do they?
They don't know because they would be absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah. So.
But you do have a lot of interesting bonus actions.
I do.
Especially as a swashbuckler.
Right. Yep. So, I'm just gonna walk away.
Yep. And with your,
I want to go to here.
Have you got 40 feet? Oh wait, no, you do with your spring boots, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you make it to this point, and then see what happens with your spring boots.
Because I'm so chaotic, but because I'm a swashbuckler and I attack Danny, I can disengage without.
Yep.
Any opportunity of attack.
That's correct.
And now it's a D20.
Yep.
Yeah. No D8. Sorry. No D20. Then D8.
Yeah.
If I fail.
14's enough. You manage to make your spring boots engage in the right direction, and you find yourself up against this fully formed version of Danny Dyer.
No, fuck.
Is there anything else you would like to do, or is that you?
I want to spit on him.
You can spit as a free action. I'll let you spit on Danny Dyer's back. That's fine. You dirty bastard. Tiberius Dawnbreaker, I believe it's your turn. What would you like to do? You are currently occupying a space with this murder kitty here. I'll move him out of the way here. Oh wait, murder kitties didn't go, did they? They'll go after your.
Still there.
They'll go after your turn then, Tiberius, and then they'll do their thing because they're supposed to happen after Manzig. That's me being shit DM.
So this Dyer in front of me.
Yep.
How close is he to death?
Make a medicine check. Oh, in fact, make a nature check as well.
Both.
Yeah. Okay. In your medical opinion, you suspect you couldn't take too many more wounds. You've not seen a Danny Dyer in nature before up close, so you don't really know how capable he is.
Okay. I might as well finish what I started. So yeah, I'm going to. So I can hit. I can attack and do a spell afterwards if I want to, right?
If the spell is a bonus action. So basically, every turn you have a movement, you have an action, you have a bonus action, and a reaction. Certain things you can use as bonus actions or actions. Certain things like attacks, of which you have 2 of per round, takes up 1 action. It's basically how much you can do in 6 seconds.
Okay. So in my first level spells, I don't have any attacks, do I?
Let's have a quick look at your spells. Because again, I don't know what I just clicked for you.
Sure.
Because I didn't want to let you go into this uncocked, and we didn't have a chance to discuss it. So, most of the spells that you have tend to be like
buffs and stuff. Yeah.
Buffs and stuff. Yeah. However, you do have Shield of Faith, which increases your AC, which is good. You have.
Is that a spell or a reaction?
It's a spell.
Spell.
Shield's a reaction.
Yeah.
Bless is great. You can make everyone better to make it easier for them to not die or to hit things. In terms of effective attack spells, Branding Smite is your best one, really, of which you've used 1 already currently.
I want to say
as someone that's played a paladin, Ross, for you, if you just want to smack this guy around the head a couple of times, you can, and then you can use Divine Smite as a spell slot every time you hit with an attack action. So if that's kind of what you wanted, it's in your features and traits under Divine Smite.
Yeah, it basically gives you like you can just hit it and then be like explode it with like holy fury, holy vengeance, and furious anger.
Yeah. And the good thing is, if you miss with your attack, you don't waste the spell slot because you cast it when you hit, not before you hit.
Yeah, you don't have to declare
it.
it.
So just smack it around the head with your mace a couple of times, and if you hit and want to cast a spell, do it.
Okay, let's do that. So I need to click.
So if you go to your actions and where it says Morning Glory, you want to hit to hit DC. Yeah. So I believe it's like the third column in by Morning Glory. It's a +6, I should say.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it come through. It didn't make a noise. Okay, cool. Yeah. So the living. Danny Dyer's too quick for you. You swipe him again with your big old Morning Glory. Divine Vengeance. That goes through. You bonk Danny Dyer with your crystalline vengeance. So click on Morning Glory and we'll see what happens. 11 piercing. Yeah.
Go to horny jail.
You swing it over. First attack misses. You swipe it back to the other side. It collides with the side of its skull. You see the eyes roll back in the head as Danny Dyer just slips over.
Danny dies.
Danny falls prone. I can't do my job properly. There you go. I'm giving you a big old X there.
Oh
yeah!
Congratulations!
You still have
Congratulations!
You still have a movement
Yeah!
and a bonus action if you would like to use any of those.
Can I buff someone?
If you can do so with a bonus action. Let's see. What do you have in your BAs? You can cast Shield of Faith on someone. You can cast Sanctuary on someone. Both of those are applicable.
There's something here that says bless. You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range.
Unfortunately, bless is an action, not a bonus action.
You've used your action. So what was the ones I could do?
You've got Shield of Faith you can do. You've got Sanctuary you can do, which basically means that it's like they have to make a save to be able to hit you, or hit someone of your choice. Shield of Faith is basically just like a protective barrier around them, around someone, boosting their AC by 2. I believe you can do that to anyone within range. You can do it to yourself, or you can do it to someone else if you'd like.
So is Solomon over with the other Dire?
Yeah. You can absolutely cast Shield of Faith on him if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure. Excellent. So just mark off the first level spell slot, and Solomon boost your AC by 2. Excellent.
Thank you, Ross.
So.
No worries.
Next round. The Danny Dyer feels the trickle of wetness on his back, and aroused by the idea of a spray and lay, he turns round and rakes for Solomon with his rake with a K.
Oh, right.
Jesus Christ!
That is not where that was going.
Not what I heard.
No, it was definitely rake.
Right, okay.
Rake and claws.
It's pre 9 o'clock. It's not past the walk.
Roll a
yet.
constitution.
We've got 8 minutes yet.
So, with both of those rakes, the highest was an 11.
Oh, well, I didn't even need the Shield of Faith for that.
So he goes in to bite you and give you a big ol' hickey.
I might need it for
rolls
this.
a 22. 22!
Oh. Yeah!
So, that hits.
Well, yes, it does, yes. Even with the Shield of Faith, that hits.
So he bites into your neck, taking a big ol' sap. And you take 9 damage. Unless... I believe you've got...
Oh, thank you, yes. I've got something.
Yep, yes you do.
It's uncanny dodge, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep, it takes your reaction and
I
half
half it.
damage. So you take 4.
Yeah, thank you.
It's alright.
Thank you,
I'm
Dan.
only going to remind you once.
Someone in chat says, tell Ian off for leaving Norman frozen still.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Right, well, the Normans are going to get a go, and you're gonna appreciate it now. Everyone make perception checks, and those of you that are proficient with nature, make a nature check, please.
Where's perception? Perception. There we go.
Luckily, I'm going to take your 22 as the first one.
22.
Excellent. Right, so you guys are fairly perceptive there, and your first nature roll was a 22, so that's perfect. So
can we get that as a little sound effect?
Yeah, I think we should. That'd be great. Just 22. Yeah, I love that.
22.
We definitely get copyright strike by Taylor Swift. I'll just do my own. Fuck it. I don't care. So yeah, at the end of the Danny Dyer's turn, you all happen to see that the wounds that they've received continue to knit themselves together. The Danny Dyer that was stabbed, or attempted to be stabbed, doesn't seem to make a change. The one that had died, you see its bits falling together, and its big hulking chest begins to move again. With your 22, Manzig, you realize that these Dannies are trolls.
Fuck.
With the 22, you would know that they need fire damage or acid damage to stay dead.
Okay, in which case, I think Manzig should do a cheeky produce flame.
We shall see what happens on Manzig's turn. In fact, the Normans, the battle kitties, are going to pounce on and just continue what they're doing, so that chat don't have to hurt me. So this one's going to swing around to this side. 20.
Okay.
22. And 13. So.
2.
Okay, cool. So the bottommost Danny takes a hit. Where is my D10 gone? Because these battle kitties are tough, yo. I don't know.
Yes, Norman. Kill. Kill for friend beast.
That's a living. Yeah, this Danny Dyer just knocks straight back out again. With his regeneration being sucked out of him. The northernmost Danny, however, dodges the attack and doesn't take any more. Manzig, what would you like to do?
Produce flame.
Excellent. So, how are you producing flame? And how are you,
let's see. Where was I last? I'd sort of splattered into the mud a little bit,
Yeah,
and then I
so-
did a stabbing.
You're right here.
Will I produce flame from my totem?
You could absolutely do that. Yes.
In which case, Manzig, you know, seeing that his kitty cat friend beasts have been wronged by the Danny Dyer, looks the surviving one square in the eye, sort of cocks backwards, and then does a powerful DX chop towards the surviving Danny Dyer.
Excellent. Roll your produce flame with advantage. Do you have it to hit on produce flame?
Let's see. I have a +7, and it says 2d8 next to it.
Excellent. So you want to roll the +7 twice. So if you click that twice, that should pop through.
Once and
Still come through 4 times. Okay, that's weird. I'll take the first 2. No, because that's their advantage, right? So the first one at advantage doesn't go through. No, wait a minute. You only get 1 attack. What am I talking about? Fucking hell.
okay.
But sadly, yes, 14 is not enough to wreathe Danny Dyer in flame.
Damn it.
Its corpse is still kind of falling apart and moving around unnaturally in its regeneration process, making it slightly more difficult to hit than you anticipated. That's unfortunate. You should have got that as evidenced by the second one, but did not come through, unfortunately. You do
Unacceptable.
You do have bonus actions. You do have your movement.
Ooh, okay. Let me have a look at the bonus actions. Let's see. Bonus action. I could use healing word. Who in the party is needing healing up?
Has anyone been hit?
I've been hit, but I wouldn't bother wasting it on what damage I took.
In which case, you know, Manzig, he's got the tiny fury going on right now. You know, you can see his, like you know how in Studio Ghibli cartoons when the people get angry and like the hair sort of flutters upwards, it's like his mustache is doing a bit of a wiggle right now. So he gets a bit of the rage and he goes for a attack action.
Is he gonna go full Super Saiyan next?
Unfortunately,
He might.
He's used his action to do produce flame.
Oh shit! He used his action.
Yeah.
Shit. So what can he do?
So if you don't have any bonus actions, you can move, and you have reaction.
In which case,
or you can just stand there and look
Manzig.
evil with your mustache twiddling in the wind.
okay, how's about Manzig just stands there for a round? He does his Super Saiyan kind of shit with his mustache kind of twiddling in the wind, like like it's just him doing his Manzig noises.
Yeah. It's also worth noting that the rest of the party don't know what these Danny Dyers are or how to defeat them.
Yes.
Only you know.
He's taking a moment to contemplate and scream into the void. That's how he gets his. That's how he gets his ideas.
Speaking
That's
in
him
the
sort of meditating.
secret druidic language.
Exactly. He's doing. It's exactly. But it's basically, you know, all the Misfit songs that he did.
Okay. Glitz. Hearing the triumphant roar of Manzig and the Battle Cats.
But it sounds like really high pitched because he's so tiny. So it's like.
Like the fly buzzing around. Yeah, Solomon, what would you like to do?
No, I want to stab this fucker in the head.
Stab him in the head.
He's quite tall though, so probably can't do that, can I? Unless I use my boots to jump up there.
If you'd like, you absolutely can. I'm going to say you'll get a hit either way, or an attempt to strike, but you may not end up where you started.
Okie dokie. 15.
15 goes through. So, with the
8.
battle kit on the other side,
And I
it's
get
24. Yeah.
sneak attack. Yeah.
24.
That's good.
That is good. Excellent.
I'd like to lift off the ground with my jump boots, holding my rapier up so it goes under his chin. Well, that's where I'm aiming anyway.
Sure, yeah. And it goes through, and he kind of grabs you and pulls you out in sort of an angered fury. Not enough to kill him, unfortunately. But you definitely seem to have dealt damage for that moment.
Okay. I'd like to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And go and hide behind this wall.
Because you don't need to bonus action disengage, so I'll allow you to do that. So, stealth, please. 'Cause you hit.
I've just
I
seen.
don't
I'm
need to-
sorry.
I-
Can I
No, I
just say
don't.
I've just
You're right.
seen. I've just seen Riff Clichd's t-shirt because he was leaning back.
Have you only just seen that?
No, I've already seen it, but I only just noticed it out the corner
Did
of my
you
eye.
forget?
I realised I was like leaning back, and then I was like,
Yes,
Sorry,
Daddy.
sorry. Carry on. Manzig's still screaming. You know. Ah.
Okay. 21
no,
stealth.
it says it doesn't say yes, Daddy. It says yes, Danny.
You Judas.
How did he know? Excellent. So, Glitz, that's the end of your turn. You think you're sufficiently hidden from at least that, Danny. Abbie, when would you like the battle kitties to go? Because I messed up last round and I messed up this round as well. You can make them go now.
Okay,
if you'd like.
so what's currently happening? What's the situation everyone's
So,
in?
You know that this one down here is regenerating, because you failed
Yes.
to light it on fire. This one up here is still pretty strong, still in pretty decent health. The battle kitties could get to both of them and just absolutely annihilate the northernmost Danny if you would like.
Yeah, because at least then that one's reduced.
Okay.
I think. So let's go with that. So, you know,
Okay.
Manzig does his fucking fluttery mustache. He does a point, and Norman and Fish, you know, go ape. There's a fucking fly in my
They
room
join
right
forces like crime fighters. As we established earlier. So because Norman's the southernmost one, right?
No, that's Fish.
Okay. Well,
That one's Fish.
that's fine. They're
Norman's the one that got battered.
they're both going to die next turn anyway.
No! Don't tell that. The chat's gonna lose the shit. You don't want to say that shit out loud. Norman's got a bigger fan club than me.
Yeah, and me, I bet.
I'm
certainly
sorry,
after-
chat.
certainly
I'm
after
sorry.
this. Okay, so that first one was a 19 to hit, so that happens. That strike goes through. The claw goes through, which is a d6 plus 3, so that's 4 damage from Battle Kitty number 1. However, as the attack goes through and he pounced at him, the troll Danny Dyer has to make a strength check or fall over. He fails. He falls over.
Yes.
Norman drags him to the ground in a fit of hungry fury, and tries to rip his neck out with a bite.
Hell yeah. I'm sorry. I literally just got a message from my mother asking if I'm okay. I'm just gonna let me just
Sure, that's fine. So that's 14 there. That doesn't go through. However, Fish, seeing that meat's back on the menu,
It's back on the menu, boys.
rolls a critical hit on his claw attack.
Nice. Go on, son.
Dealing 9 damage. Big swipe. As he's prone, he can take a bite as well, so he will.
someone in the chat just said I'm calling Peter.
Yeah, do it. I'm sure they'd love to watch this back and try and unpack all of our psychological damage.
I was like, who's Peter? Is he related to Danny?
Yeah, I thought that at first. I was like,
But yeah, Fish
it's just some animal
Peter
lover.
Dyer.
Fish manages to take a bit out of his throat. Excellent. Moving on. Tiberius. Make a nature check if you'd like.
Sure.
No, you don't know. You've not seen Danny Dyer. You've not figured out what's going on yet.
Sure. All right. Well, the guy I'm closest to has still got a red cross on him, so I'm going to assume that I wouldn't be attacking him again.
Which is what the nature check was for. So yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to head over to the other one then. So that should be fine to just walk over there, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. Yeah, you can absolutely get through that. That's fine. Yeah, make your swing. You get to roll with advantage because this Danny is prone.
All right then. Let's go. So first one, 16.
Okay, you get to roll again. See if you get a critical. Also, with paladins, critical hits are like the best thing because everything that you roll gets doubled. So no critical hit here, but the 18 and 16 both go through. You can pick one and click it, and we'll see what happens.
Sure.
So that is 8 piercing damage. You just swipe down. Your morning glory sort of whacks across Danny Dyer's face as he's in the marshland.
Didn't even buy him dinner first.
No. Didn't even ask his name. Do your second attack, bud.
I don't get what's so funny.
It whaps across him.
With a moist slap.
Again with them.
With advantage, yeah, because he's prone, so you're just raining hell upon him with the glory of the morning. 18
Brilliant.
would go through. You can roll again, see if you get a crit.
Sure.
18 again. Okay, excellent. It's a good number.
Consistently 18.
Not touching that with a barge pole. 24 is the number that you guys don't know, but I do, because I shouldn't have said that out loud, because I was thinking too hard. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
So did I not hit him that time?
You
then?
did. You dealt a steaming 11 piercing damage to his well, his ego, I guess. Why not?
Sure.
Well, you can add your smites to it afterwards if you want. That's absolutely fine. You can do that.
Let's do that. Yeah. So, how do I do that?
So you pick what spell level you want to use. Obviously, you've got 1 second level spell slot left and a number of first levels. So it's up to you which one you want to do. And just click a spell slot off of there, and then we'll figure out what the damage is you want to do.
Okay. Is that right? I just clicked on the first level.
Yeah, that's fine. So that means you just use your spell slot. So when it says your Divine Smite, your features and traits, it should tell you what damage you can do. 2d8 extra radiant. Okay, so where it says 2d8 extra radiant, I can just click it if you'd like.
Yeah, go for it.
That should come through. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a big roll, that. Okay. All right. No more clicking for me.
Turn into Owen Wilson.
So you just, as your morning glory hits him and knocks the wind out of him, it explodes with this creamy, holy energy.
Nice.
And
Just rolled a 16 on a 2d8.
yeah,
It's like
it's
full marks, man.
big. That. Good job, Ross.
Nice.
Yeah, that went very well. However, that puts you at the end of your turn, I believe, unless you've got a bonus action you'd like to do.
No, let's leave it at that.
Excellent. So, the Dannies, the one to the north stands back up, and takes a swing at Battle Kitty number 1 to the north for 20. So that goes through. For 9. Shit. Okay. What's left there?
It had 12 HP, I think.
Yeah, it's on 3 HP.
Yeah. That's a memory.
So, swipes with one hand, swipes with the other to the Battle Kitty to the south. That is 11. Seeing that he's only managed to connect with one, he takes the northernmost Battle Kitty, grabs it with its hand, and just bites at it. Rolls a natural 1.
Wait, which one is that? Is that Norman or Fish?
Norman's north.
But he went to bite Norman and rolled a natural 1.
Fumble.
Fumble.
Fumble chart. Get the fumble chart out.
So it has overextended itself, going for the kill. It reaches over, and Norman just doesn't move. Doesn't seem to react at all. Danny Dyer seems to think he will. Goes over and reaches him. Norman swipes underneath. He's in a critical place to strike at him. His chest is completely open for a strike. Just waiting for someone to do something bad to it. The southernmost Danny Dyer heals up an additional 10 as his regeneration occurs. He's on the floor. You can see the wounds healing on the northernmost Danny Dyer too.
Can you fucking imagine if in Doctor Who it regenerated into Danny Dyer?
Amazing.
Oh my god.
I would love that. I would love that.
Riff, what would you like to do?
Alright, twats, let's travel the universe.
Come on, save Norman.
So Rick, you've seen that the Danny to your south has reawoken again. Make a nature check. Yep.
Oh, me.
Yes, please. Yeah.
You are
Oh,
Rick
sorry.
Richard.
I'm trying to see if
Sorry, I was-
if Riff has had any experience
Did you
with.
did you forget who you were?
I zoned out. I'll be honest. I forgot I was live on a Twitch channel. I was like looking over there, like.
He went full Richard, man.
Yeah.
You were just thinking about Doctor Who, weren't you?
Chat,
I was thinking
Chat
about
says,
Danny Dyer as Doctor Who.
chat says, save Norman, save the world.
Love it. I'm going to say with a 12 that Riff's been around long enough that he's aware of trolls and is aware that the only way to finish them off properly is by fire or by acid. He also knows that
The troll
Scooter
tool.
does a certain amount of types of damage.
Can I? Right, this is going to be obscure because obviously my scooter or my Segway can burst flames out. So, so
what the
I'm going to
pipes
go
are
down
for.
here. But what I'd like to do, Ian, is would I be able to set fire to my forehead and then nut him?
I'm going to say yeah, fuck it. You can do both.
Yes!
You can like pick up your Segway and nut him with it on your head and make it explode. Because that would be an attack and your thing, because it would be your bonus action to it.
Well, I don't want to ruin my Segway. I don't want to.
Oh no,
like,
it's
the Segway to go.
magical. Your head isn't magical.
It's a magic Segway.
You can't hurt it.
So yeah, I'm gonna nut this twat.
Excellent.
With that's
The
what
Segway.
that's what Cliff Richards is saying. I'm going to nut this. I'm going to nut this twat.
So I need to make a deck save DC 15 with the thing. I fail. So if you go to your gnomish scooter of sick burns, you can,
Where is it?
it's in your inventory. It should be right at the top.
Okay.
And as you load it up, if you
yeah.
scroll to the bottom, there's a 2d6 and a 1d6 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to click each of those. So, 12. And because some of it was fire damage, Danny Dyer's form melts in decay.
Yes.
To an almost useless point of his career.
What you're telling me is Cliff Richard with his head on fire has just nutted Danny Dyer into
death.
nothing.
Yes. Again.
I love it.
This has literally gone
got-
better than I ever thought it would have.
I've got the strangest erection right now. I can't lie.
Lean back a bit in your chair.
someone
It'll
in the
show us
chat
how
just say-
excited you are.
Someone in the chat said Segwaytality.
Segwaytality. And a bunch of Norman faces.
Excellent. So, Rick, you've used a little bit of your movement. You've used an action here. You've used your bonus action to make sure you nutted him with your head. That's fine. Is there anything else you would like to do? I don't know if you can.
I move close, at least move a little bit closer to the other down.
A certain amount of movement left. Yeah, absolutely.
How much can I get all the way over to the other Danny?
You moved 10 there, and it would take 20, 25 to
do
get
it.
into range. So you absolutely could swing round the long way if you wanted to and get round the other side of Danny Dyer.
I'm gonna segue all the way up to this twat. Oi. Oi, I'm Cliff Richard. Oi.
Manzi.
He's all hard now. He's got cocky now that he's nutted a Danny Dyer to death.
Well, you would.
So this takes us to Manzig's turn. What would you like to do?
I go for a
Oh,
quick
God,
leave.
right,
Is that
Yeah,
all right?
I'm gonna go for a short break after the end of this. We're near the end, I think. So,
Okay.
if you want to hold
Okay.
on for a couple minutes, we'll be able to do that. Or if you're desperate, go now. It's fine.
Okay. We'll zip through. Okay, so the kitty's Norman kitty. He's still going.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can make them go before you if you wanted. They should be going on or around your turn. So if you want them to attack first, you absolutely can, and then.
Okay, like who's so one of the Danny Dyers is still going.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
the northernmost. I suppose the Cockney, not the Australian Danny Dyer.
Okay, so the Cockney Danny Dyer, Norman Fish. Wait, is Fish dead or is Fish still
they're,
going?
they're both sort of
They're both still
spiritual
going.
apparitions, but they're still.
In which case, Norman and Fish, you know, like a cat, another cat's come into the garden, and they're thinking, "Hang on, I'm not having any of this." They wanna, you know, mark the territory a little bit. So maybe they want to give him a bit of a sprinkle before they bat his head off.
Okay. Seasoning the remains.
Seasoning, exactly. Seasoning the remains. You know.
Okay.
Adding that little insult.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'm just gonna call that as a claw attack. Fuck it. So they both cock simultaneously and lay claim to Danny Dyer. That is a natural 18, so 23 to hit goes through for Norman, and a disappointing 11 for Fish. Fish just begins peeing.
Oh damn it, Fish!
Tiberius,
This is what he does.
Tiberius, make a dex save briefly while I figure out what Norman does.
Oh, I'm sorry, if my cat pees on you, Russ.
However, the Norman did 11 damage of what I'm going to call acid damage, because he has acidic, ethereal, horrible pee.
Yep.
But we need to see if Tiberius jumped out the way, managed to dodge the misplacement of Fish's urine.
Dex
Oh
save,
God.
Yeah, please. It's still higher than the attack, so yes, I'm going to allow it.
His piss just went all over himself, like in real life.
Mostly. So yeah, you can see the sizzling parts of Danny Dyer's leg and torso as Norman lays claim. What would you like to do, Manzig?
Ooh, I think it's about time we do a bit of can I do produce flame?
You can. At a distance.
Exactly. Let's yeah. So
Exactly.
again, Manzig, he's done doing his sort of screaming on the spot Dragon Ball Z fluttery mustache shit like that. He decides he's gonna again doing the DX chop. He's gonna cock backwards, DX chop forwards, and shoot a flame out.
Beautiful.
At Danny Dyer.
Do it.
Okay. Let's click that and.
That goes through. They both go through. So only one of them does. So click produce flame on roll 20, and let's see how much damage you do.
What the bottom one?
Yeah, if you want. They're either or. 14. Now that's a hefty amount of flame. Abbie Stabby, for the first time in your life, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
He means you killed it, so how do you want to kill it?
Describe to me the amazingness of Manzig exploding Danny Dyer with his hip thrusts.
He sort of let me think here. He sort of winds it backwards, summons all of his Danzig powers, mustache again growing bigger and bigger by the moment. You know, it's like the mustache grows with each sort of empowerment he has. He cocks backwards, he thrusts forwards with a really vigorous Danzig like that, and his head just sort of pings off. You know, like again when you pop a Pez dispenser, it's like that.
Excellent, yeah. He reanimates and reshapes and changes his form, and Danny Dyer explodes in a shower of fiery gore.
Someone in chat just said spiciest facial ever.
Yeah, there's some serious chili going on down there.
You know, like that bit from Scanners, but with like Danzig in the background.
Because I'm like stood directly behind him, does all the gore just go over me?
If you want it to, it can absolutely shower you and the ethereal kitties.
But it's okay because you got plenty of Clifford t-shirts to wipe.
Yeah, I'll wipe it off. No, I think me'd look menacing if he was blood drenched.
Unfortunately, the sound of Manzig's claim and proclamation to the ether of just carries on and echoes back, and you hear something. The distance calls back. And that's where we're going to come back to in 10 minutes after this break.
Shit. Is it Mother?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he just has to say, Mother.
So I'm going to put it to a break, and we'll be back in 5-10 minutes. Please grab yourselves a drink, go
Sweet.
for a toilet, and we shall see you shortly.
Peace.
I'm gonna go for a wee. I'm dying. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh my god.
distance of the film, we breathe for guarantee. Breaking from the end, the descent of decency. We will turn to ashes, the world you knew before. Footprints in the custard are declaring all out war. Take to the streets and barrage. My God, the chance to decline. Make some noise. Join the ranks of the lost.
Haha! You guys thought we were gonna get more of that song, but you're not.
No.
I didn't.
We're gonna get some more D&D. So, when last we left off, also thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking with us. We've had fairly decent viewership tonight, so I really appreciate it. If you guys have enjoyed what you've done, please follow us at Footprints in the Custard on Twitch. Abbie does her own streaming as well.
I do indeed. That is twitch.tv/AbbieStabbyArt, Wednesdays through Sundays at 2 p.m.
And Sam and Russ are both playing Bloodstock this year, both on Wednesday and Sunday respectively, I think. Raised by Elves on the Wednesday, Frozen in Shadows on the Sunday. And Ross is from an amazing band. Please go and check out Count of the Skies because they're fucking sick.
They are fucking
They're better than any of us.
Yeah, literally. We are in the presence of someone who's genuinely fantastic at music.
So, and also totally happy hanging out with a bunch of idiots on a Friday evening. But then again, so are you guys. So I mean, we're in great company, I believe.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. If you got yourself drinks.
Cheers to company.
Cheers to company.
I got my
in short supply this last year. So
got my my Bloodstock 2020 cup.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let us begin to live again.
So, with that in mind, speaking of living, with Manzig's resounding sort of, I guess, Fusra shout, whatever it is, into the ether, and the mists have been closing in as the corpses of these Danny Dyers liquefy in front of your faces. You heard a resounding roar, and as you look up to see it, there is a speck in the sky where the sun is blotting out. You have approximately 24 seconds before you suspect it gets close enough to identify. Can you all make investigation checks for me, please?
Okay.
Or, of course, if you'd rather do anything else to prepare, you can as well.
Can I roll a disadvantage because I'm drunk?
Absolutely. We need some of that flavour. Excellent.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm squinting.
As has been the case consistently throughout the evening, Tiberius leading the sensible, logical charge, as it were, as he surveys the rest of the battlefield. To the southeast, you can see there is a flattened speck area here. And you can see from the distance you're at, there is a amount of debris in the middle that seems to be formed. What would you do?
I would head over to it.
Excellent. So, as you move towards it, the closer you get, the speck in the sky gradually closing out more and more of the sun as the sheer gravity and weight of the situation seems to be, dragging towards you. As you get closer, you see a small clutch of 3-foot-long stone-looking eggs, mottled around a series of bones and humanoid remains. Around part of a spinal column wraps the other side of the Together Forever locket. That's pointing you to this location. That's why you've been circling round.
Right.
You've been in the lair the entire time.
Is it a bird?
And Manzig can feel it vibrate because he's still got the thing in his hand. He can still feel it
Oh yeah, it's as it gets closer to it, it becomes unbearably hot and then perfectly.
And you just
perfectly cold. So would you guys like to position yourselves wherever, however you would like on this map? You would have enough time to do so before
shit.
carnage.
Like, wait, so whereabouts is mystery thing? Wait, where am I?
It's about,
Guys.
about
Eggs are
200
down
feet
here, yeah?
in the ground.
Eggs.
Yes, the
Eyes.
eggs are approximately here-ish where Tiberius is looking.
Oh, okay.
Let's get on our shoulders again and do the trench coat. I think it worked
Okay,
incredibly well last
Yes.
time. I think we need to do it again.
Come on,
Can we
guys.
do that in
Trench
24
coat.
seconds?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Trench coat formation, guys.
What do you want to do with the
wait,
battle
wait, wait,
kitties?
There's nothing time.
What do you
No,
want?
wait. Manzik has to go at the top. Shit. Wait, hold on. Ah.
Do you want the battle kitties to support the sides to help like the bottom of the cheerleading?
Yes.
Like a landing thing, yeah.
Tiberius, are you
And
letting
maybe
this happen?
like the Triceratops and the Sabertooth Tiger to Sabertooth Tiger to the bottom of the Megazord, and then lift
Yes.
us up at the end of the transformation.
There's Manzig at the top. He's still fucking reeling, smoke coming
Yeah.
out of the tip of his belt buckle. You know.
What are you letting this happen, Tiberius?
Yeah, let's do it.
He's like, well,
Went so well last time.
So
you
into
know.
it.
Oh, shit.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a broken man. So yeah, okay.
Feel like I don't
just
have a
do
choice
it.
in the minute.
Excellent. So yeah, everyone roll an athletics or an acrobatics check of your choice.
Ooh, let's go.
You don't have to do it at disadvantage this time because you do because the battle kitties are there supporting you at the bottom there, Tiberius. So you're all good.
Right. Okay.
So 11, we have a 19, we have a 22, a 16. That was 3 above my pass, so that's fine. I'm going to allow that as a group check. You successfully create the Megazord Cliff Richard Trenchcoat Pagoda
With kitty cat slippers.
as the winged death approaches from above, and it sees that you've come near where its clutch are, and begins to sort of really come into view. And you think it's close, but it's not. And it sort of its wings really come into view throughout the fog, and it is massive. You see at least 5 writhing, snapping, horrible, honking heads, as crashing into the ground nearby, the malevolent honking of a goose hydra lands.
No.
I want to shout up the pagoda and say, "Turn the fuck off!"
So when you said,
Oh my God.
when you
No,
said,
yo, guys, just as you've said that, listen.
malevolent honking.
Summoned.
So,
Summoned.
So when Glitz said, "Is it a bird?" Yes, it was. It
Yeah.
was exactly a bird.
Well, that's what I didn't say is it a plane because I already got the answer. Then.
Excellent. I'm glad. So, could you all please select
Is it
your
Superman?
tokens? Can you all please select your tokens and roll an additional initiative, please, while I find some angry.
You want to delete this initiative first?
Yeah. why
Wait,
not?
where am I? Which
Why not?
token am I? Am I that one? Is that me? That's me. And then wait, what do I do?
Rick got a
Roll
really good one
initiative.
there.
No, that was alright, wasn't it?
Where is initiative?
I've just killed it by accident. There we go. It should be
It's
there.
next to your armor class, underneath your proficiency bonus.
Oh no.
That
What am I doing?
does not help. Wait, what?
So you know where
It's
your
right in
health
the
is at
middle,
top?
top middle,
Yeah.
above your where it says actions.
Glitz is there.
Wait, I can't see. Wait, what?
Next to our.
Oh, right, the plus 3. Okay, there we go.
Arr.
That's all right. That's all right. So 16 from Manzig. I'll put the murder kitties on as well. So while they're still around, they can help you out here. So they're on 16 as well. And what did the Hydra get?
Oh no.
Where was even my things for this? There it is. So I got this from a website called Thieves Can. Or Yes, Thieves Can, and it's great. The guys do like a webcomic.
Yeah.
Highly recommend checking them out. They're dead funny.
I will check it out. Yeah.
But I saw this on Reddit in December, that they put up, and I've had it saved in my batch ever since, waiting for the right group of idiots to throw a
That's
a goose
beautiful.
hydra
Look at
and
that.
now you're here. So,
Like, living somewhere that has a local duck pond, geese are fucking mean. They are violent. They are angry.
they are. I would not
True,
take a
true
goose on.
story. When I was 4 years old, I tried to strangle a goose.
Not a euphemism either.
I'm sure
It came at me, and I was the same size as it, and apparently I just grabbed it by the throat with both hands, tried to strangle it.
Why is it that every time we like do anything like live or interview-wise, Russ, that there's some kind of animal thing? Do you remember when we did the off to the pub thing, and you were telling me about what was it, the thing that your cat had brought back?
Is that the squirrel? Yeah. Bad times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
Well, Fish is right here in the game with us now.
He is.
Maybe he's got a squirrel with him now.
Maybe he does. Little ethereal squirrel. However, this goose is pissed and angry, and you've disrupted its mating season of sorts. Riff, you are third from the top of a pagoda at the top of this round. How do you want to react?
This is a terrible situation to put ourselves in when we have to fight. All movement has to be done by the person at the bottom.
Yeah. I want to nut a swan.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I want to fucking nut a swan.
So you've got Manzig on your shoulders. You're currently like 10 feet off the ground. So you do have a height advantage of sorts to be able to attempt to nut one of these mini heads. By all means, how do you want to do that? How do you deal with Manzig first? Let's see. Excuse me.
I just fly out.
Yeah, you just.
So I'm still sort of clinging onto the back of you.
Yeah, so disregard the formation. I just jump off. Manzig is still attached, and I've just fucking nut a swan.
So what is that, like a that count as a double nut, because like it's me going at the same time,
I'm kind of
like a little tiny helmet.
Well, considering the sheer size of this trench coat, and you've literally just jumped at its necks, like if I was a Hydra and I snapped at you, and there was another creature that went on with a trench coat, there would be a chance that it would get stuck and wrapped up inside this trench coat.
Let's go for that.
So I'm going to have to roll for that, but
roll it.
For that I need Manzig to roll a. You say you're holding on.
I'm sort of gripping round his forehead like this.
Then roll a strength check, please.
Okay.
Roll an attack, please.
Okay, so unarmed strike, yeah.
3. Okay, 3. You don't manage to hold on, but you go flying towards towards the goose hydra.
Oh,
Yes, it is an unarmed strike. Yeah.
Oh no!
Manzig's over here somewhere. Okay, 10. So you launch out. Manzig, you lose grip. You continue flying past. Riff, you lunge towards, missing the first head. However, as a monk, you have 1, 2, or 3, depending on what things you want to use. You can attempt to nut each of the other heads if you wanted on your way past.
Well, now I'm toying with the idea of either nutting. It's a swan, right? Yeah, it's a
goose.
A big
Goose.
Goose. Sorry.
You silly goose.
You silly goose.
Goose. I could nut it, or I could try and ram one of my many Cliff Richard CDs down its throat
You
and choke
absolutely
it.
could. You absolutely
Do it.
could. Yeah, roll just another.
I'm gonna reach into my fat sack and get a handful of my CDs and ram it down a goose's throat, which Cliff Richard does on his weekends anyway.
Yeah, I've seen him do that in Mountain. So yeah, make another unarmed strike.
Yeah, we all know that Cliff Richard is big into his animal abuse. He loves it.
What's going on with my audio here?
I think it's just Abbie being weird.
Oh, maybe.
So do I do another unarmed?
Yep. I'm going to count it as that. Excellent. Do you want the good news? That goes through.
So I ram it down his throat.
So roll your damage for your unarmed strike.
Do I just click? Oh no, I'm shy. Do I just click on it? Yeah.
Yep, and it should just roll automatically for you. 10 bludgeoning. So
Bloody hell, that's a big alarm strike.
you
That's
miss.
'cause he's a monk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you miss the first head. The second head comes towards you, snapping at you in the air. Momentarily distracted by the trench coat memorabilia and the patchwork that you've the emblazoning and stuff that you've put on the back of it with CF in like Gothic script. And you just pull out your a collection of a handful of your albums, ram it down the throat, and you see the blood sort of curdling and the squareness of these crunchy discs in the throat of this Hydra. It's dealt a significant amount of damage considering. You're still hurtling through the air.
Can I do anything in the air?
You can do another 2 strikes if you want to use a key point.
Can I like launch CDs like?
Sure, yeah, like a shuriken. Do you have like a dagger in your thing?
It's like I've got a dart or a crossbow light.
Darts.
Could I load the crossbow with CDs?
Fuck it, let's do it. However, you can only do that with one, because crossbows are harder to use. So I'm bending the rules for flavor here. But yes.
Mid-air, Cliff Richard gets a crossbow out and puts one of his lesser known and not commercially successful CDs.
One of his compilation albums.
Yeah, he's pretty pissed off with his CD because he thought it was going to do well and it didn't. So he fucking rams it into the crossbow and he goes, "Yeah, have a bit of this." And tries to get it down Bruce's throat.
Yeah, roll with crossbow. 12. Unfortunately, that isn't enough. It swings off into the distance, clattering harmlessly into the dirt.
Damn it!
To be
You failed me again.
To be reclaimed by the planet. You feel no stinging loss with losing that album.
No one does. No one does.
Roll in acrobatics to see how you land. 22.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you land perfectly. 3-point landing, Marvel style. You're just fucking yes. Cliff.
I'm back on my Segway.
Cliff did a great job. Yeah, he lands straight on.
Lands on the Segway.
Just coasts along. Beautiful. Anything else?
Do I have one more go?
I think you might have a bit of movement left. Yeah, you've only used 20 movement. You can run around on your Segway if you wanted.
Let's have a ride round. I'll ride back to these guys.
Okay.
I've just entered someone. Who have I just entered?
You would provoke an attack of opportunity as you leave the Hydra's range, and unfortunately they would all take a bite at you as you pass them. So it's up to you if you want to do that.
Attack of opportunity.
I mean, you can move 10 feet around it in any direction. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't. There's like an imaginary square around it. They've got a reach attack essentially, because they're so big. So you can kind of move one square further out, anywhere around the Hydra essentially. If you wanted to move into
like I could go like here or something.
Sure, yeah, that would be absolutely fine. That's perfect.
I'll go here. I'll go like nearer to Manzig, so he's not alone.
Excellent. So you circle round the outskirts of the goose.
It was my fault that I hurtled him all this way. So
I forgive you, babes. It's all right.
With the end of that, Glitz, there is a giant honker nearby.
And I'm just sat on Tiberius's shoulders for no reason now.
You're 5 foot off the air.
You've just been watching all this shit happen, like.
No, I like the idea that the rest of the trench coat just folds forward over you so you can't see anything.
That's the point. Because
what's going on?
I need to
went away.
It went off with Manzig, so I need to find out.
Because the arms are with me, so I have like the big floppy dad arms.
Dad arms.
Okay.
Father!
I didn't roll. I rolled for each of the heads, and none of them rolled under a 10. So they're going to keep. They're not going to be restrained by the trench coat of Cliff, unfortunately.
All right, I'm going to kick my heel into Tiberius to see if he moves like a horse. Does it happen?
I mean, that you'd have to hold your action to see what happens on his turn.
Okay, if he charges at the goose, I'm going to attack the goose.
Can we both attack at the same time like that?
You can, yeah.
If I hold my action, yeah.
Yeah.
We can combine.
I dig into you with my heel.
as in like mush, and I hold my rapier out.
It's like that bit from The Simpsons. Mush, mush,
Definitely
rest,
not going to
rest.
Definitely not going to react immediately. But if you want to combine our actions, we can do that when I'm ready.
Okay. Manzig and the Battle Cats. What do you want to do?
Manzi sort of takes stock of what's happening. He looks at Riff Clichard, and with a glint in the eyes, he knows. And throughout the whole encounter, he's been waiting for this moment. This is gonna kill me. He grabs one side of his mustache. Oh god, this hurts. Tears it off and reveals himself to be. Oh, that really fucking hurt. Reveals himself to be legendary warrior Danzig.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
It has been Danzig all along.
Wow.
And with that, can I do my special secret thing?
You can.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna do the special secret thing. So, realizing that all of his buddies are in trouble, he looks at Riff Clichard and he nods to him knowingly. He turns into his dire form.
So, collapsing
He
in on
turns into
himself, almost sort of being hidden by the trench coat that is sort of surrounded him, obscured by the darkness. It writhes and pulses and grows and changes shape as a mega kitty with Danzig's exact features claims its place on the
Puking
battlefield.
out a rainbow for no reason.
Puking out a rainbow for no reason. Fuck it.
For no reason.
Now, do you have control
It
of
is.
Dire Kitty Manzig?
Yes.
Excellent.
Good grief.
So, Battle Kitty at the ready. You use an action. For some reason, that's hidden that there. So give me just 1 second while I add the Battle Kitty token to the turn order.
It's quite the token, guys. You're gonna love it.
Boom.
You're gonna love it. Look,
Excellent.
look at him. That's my boy.
You're famous! Excellent.
He's more famous. Like, everyone in the chat's gonna fire off the fucking Norman emotes now,
Absolutely.
I swear to God. But
You've been compelled,
exactly.
chat.
You've been compelled, chat. Throw your Normans out.
What? Get your Normans out for the lads.
Normans out for the lads.
I believe changing to Dire Kitty is an action.
Yes.
Okay.
So do I click the... What do I click?
You get to do it 3 times per short rest, but I don't think you're going to need to do it another 2 times unless you get knocked unconscious. Make sure you add your Dire Kitty temporary hit points to your character.
Okay, so how do I do that?
You know on where your hit points are at the top, on the top right?
Yes.
It says temp. You want to type in...
Yes.
You want to type in 26, I think?
26?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's your temporary hit points.
Yes.
So, you don't have any bonus actions you can do, unfortunately, with in your Dire Kitty form yet. However, the
That's
Battle
all right.
Cats do have the things they can do. So, what would you like the Battle Cats to do?
Ooh. So they all team together like a fucking acrobatic sequence. They jump on the shoulders of each cat jumps on the shoulders of each other, and we do a big fuck off launch off the top shoulder. So that's me on top of the other 2 cats.
Excellent.
Whoosh.
And do they go chomping away?
They do a chomp as well. We're all doing a big old heckin' chomp.
Excellent.
It's Whiskers time. It's Felix cat food time, guys.
So, Battle Kitty 1 rolls a 17 is a hit. Battle Kitty 2 rolls a 11. That is not a hit. However, Battle Kitty 1
That was fish.
takes a bite as well. Rolling a 22. 22!
22!
And that goes through. So, we need a chomp, which is 8, and a claw for 6. So, 14 from Norman. Not Manzig Norman, but Norman. And he just grabs hold of Manzig's foes and just rends part of the body off.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Excellent.
The rend is easier to not confuse to rake.
Yes.
Jesus
Should use that
Christ.
more.
Yes, I should. Yes. However, the Hydra did not enjoy being attacked by a multitude of kitties. So, multiple attack. Makes as many bite attacks as it has heads, which is 5. So, each of the 3 kitties are getting 1. We'll see what happens after that. Battle Kitty 1 is 17 to hit. That goes through for one of the Battle Kitties. The other one's a 23 against Manzig, the Battle Kitty. That's 24. So, let's roll those damages.
Fish is dead. Fish is dead.
Actual fish is staring you out right now, like, what the fuck you say to me?
I can't see because the room's really dark, but it might be in the darkness somewhere, just waiting to pounce.
So the first Battle Kitty gets hit for 12. I don't believe either of them would survive that. So pick which one disapparates first.
Fish.
Bye, fish.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a fish.
Second one gets for 10, which is not enough. So Norman disapparates. Battle Kitty takes 10, 3 of which are piercing, 7 is acid.
Oh.
So you just take 10 damage. It should reduce your temporary hit points down.
So what? So I put that to 16?
Yep. You can do it manually, or you can just type it in and click
I
damage.
will. There we go. Okay, there we go.
And it moves to threaten everyone else in the space. It's not moved far enough away to trigger any attacks, but it is close enough that if anyone else moves out of its way, it will take a strike. Putting another 2 attacks. I'm going to do 1 at Riff and 1 at Tiberius.
Ooh.
Let's say 23 for Riff. What's your armor class? I think it's less than that.
It's 16.
And a 16 for Tiberius, which I think isn't enough.
21.
Yeah, excellent.
Oh, 21.
So, Riff, you take 8 piercing damage and 7 acid damage as the 4th and 5th Hydra heads come snapping around, dealing horrible damage. Your skin raises up in welts. It is not pleasant. It is not pleasant at all.
But I've made 100 albums.
Tiberius.
I'd assume.
Your albums can't save you now.
Tiberius,
Yeah, try and block them.
It bites at you, Tiberius, and you bat it away with your shield. You realize you've got an opportune moment to strike. What would you like to do for your turn?
I want to use... What?
Mush.
Mush. What is branding smite?
Okay, so that's your bonus action. So you imbue your Morning Glory with radiant energy, giving it an additional 4 damage upon its next strike.
Because I thought you said mosh. I thought you said mosh. That'd be really inappropriate, right? Pushing people about.
So you see it, Bloodstock. Just people like on each other's shoulders, just windmilling. Like, what the fuck? That's not going to end well.
We need to do this at Bloodstock. If we all bump into each other, it needs to happen.
Yeah,
we need to have a big trench coat
and a
We need
goose.
to find a massive trench coat full of Cliff Richard's
I know
face.
someone that's going that has a big trench coat because I've sat on a very a friend of mine who's the same height as me. We're both very short. I sat on her shoulders, and our friend Michael, who's very tall, gave us his coat, and we walked towards the bar. It was great. It was outstanding. Got to happen. We will make it happen.
We'll do that. We'll get Cliff Richard's face on it, and
okay, we need to find a Cliff Richard face mask. I'll get on it after this.
Evening, Timmy. Good timing.
Right, I'm gonna swing.
So you're going to need to move a little closer to do it, but you can mush for sure.
Mush. There. And swing.
Excellent. So you're in range
and I got
for Solomon as well?
Yeah, I'll do my attack as well, shall I?
Yep.
Where's my fucking mouse cursor gone? Why does this always happen?
Unfortunately, you're 10 whiffs there, unfortunately, Tiberius. You do have a second attack as part of an action. Solomon, your action.
Oh no, another 10.
Your action
Oh,
also
shit.
fails. Oh, there we go. Right, so that's a
It's
crit.
'cause
So
we were windmilling at the same time, weren't we?
So, like, you're not used to the balance of having Solomon on your shoulders as you're attacking things. First one goes wide, you reorient it, you use his weight to boost against, you find a critical point at the base of one of the Hydra's many necks. You rolled a critical strike, and that means that your rolled branding smite damage is also doubled. So, click your Morning Glory and add 8 to whatever that is.
And my boots go off by mistake.
Roll a 20, you did move if you wanted. That could have been your 10 feet of movement there. So, you did an astonishing amount of damage, and this isn't even including... Oh, glitz. Where's this coming from?
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
So, right, let's count this. 21, 15, 36. Would you like to roll a Divine Smite as well?
Yes.
So whatever you roll for whichever level, so you can cast this at second level and roll 3d6, of which you would actually roll 66, and add that to whatever you've got here.
What the fuck?
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. All right.
Big money.
What do I do now?
So on where it says your Divine Smite, not your Divine Smite. Yes, it is Divine Smite. In features and traits.
Features and traits.
Yeah. Divine Smite.
Find Divine Smite.
So it
click
should
on
say
the
like 2d6,
B.
and then you get an extra d6 for a higher level casting. So click the 2d6.
It's 2d8.
Oh, 2d8.
It's-
My
it's
bad,
8,
even
no,
better.
It's 8, yeah.
So roll
2d8.
roll the 2d8 twice, and then roll the 1d8 twice, and we'll add that to all of this. Because it's
Oh my
fucking. Because
God.
paladins are fucking crazy when they get crits, like they're crit machines.
And 1d8.
We'll just. Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah, and then roll that 1d8 again. Because you get to double it. Okay, so 28 added to whatever that was. What did I say it was? 8 plus, this is 36. 7, 49, 57,
What?
60, 64,
Wait, what the fuck is what?
64 damage as just the
Oh my God.
furious radiant energy expels out of this. That is awful.
I did that. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's going
I
off.
couldn't have done it without you, Russ.
Yeah.
Oh my
It was
God.
totally me.
86 is not a number you know.
You're my
I need
counterbalance.
to not
Somebody-
stop doing that.
Somebody in the chat's just said it's their first Bloodstock, and they've asked if they can bring beer with them. I'll take this on, and I'll answer this.
Yeah. As a
The
representative
the
of the festival,
as a representative of Bloodstock, the answer is no. As the UK's leading, as the UK's leading Christian metal festival,
straight edge.
it's not appropriate. So
beer
sorry.
is not allowed anywhere near the sites.
Only water.
Only water.
Yeah.
Holy water at that.
Holy water. Holy water.
But not regular water because fish fuck in it.
Our Lord's water.
So to answer your question, rectal convulsion 69. No, you cannot bring beer to Bloodstock.
Is that his name? Is that his name? Amazing. Amazing.
Unfortunately, Timmy, to answer your question, it is not dead. This is a
Oh, shit.
serious beast. Riff, we're back to you at the top of the round. You've just seen the most glorious expellation of divine energy, and 2 of the heads have dropped limp at the as the strike went. 3 of them are still very much active.
As Cliff Richard, I would like to take a goose from behind, because that's what Cliff Richard would do.
As the devil man, devil whoa man. Yes, absolutely. He would take from behind.
Devil, whoa, man. Yeah, I'll take a goose from behind, please.
Excellent. Roll a series of unarmed strikes.
A goose from behind, please, Carol.
I'll take a
This
goose
is
from
the
behind
weirdest
this
episode of Countdown there's been in a while, let's be honest.
Oh, side note, who could take the other one in a fight? Carol Vorderman or Rachel Riley?
Carol Vorderman every time. Rachel's
Vorderman would
Oh, yeah.
choke her
Oh,
out.
I don't know.
Like
I don't
Rachel's
know.
feisty,
I reckon
but
Rachel
she's-
Riley would be pretty scrappy.
She's got nothing on the vicious terror that is Carol Vorderman.
She is the omnipresent. She is the queen.
I would expect
Yeah,
Carol Vorderman to be capable of ripping someone's
She
spine
turned
out,
Rachel
you know?
Riley inside out.
And wear her.
Carol.
Like she probably
Carol
already
Vorderman
has.
demolished her.
Like Carol Vorderman probably already is wearing Rachel Riley as a skin suit. We just haven't
That's
noticed.
still Carol Vorderman.
That
yeah.
is Carol Vorderman inside Rachel Riley right now.
No one takes my job and survives.
It's just Carol Vorderman in a Rachel Riley suit the whole time.
Yeah.
That's like a 2005 era Doctor Who episode that Rachel Riley is actually Carol.
Yeah, and they're communicating in farts or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and Eccleston just turns up and goes, "I like bananas."
So Riff, punch this goose with an unarmed strike anywhere between 2 and 4 times at your leisure. You still have key points coming up the wazoo, so you have plenty of opportunities.
I'm gonna nut back of the goose.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna nut in a goose. It's getting a bit weird.
It is getting a bit
once.
weird. So who was it we were relying on to get in touch with Peter? Because like you got a point.
Someone was getting.
Who the fuck is Peter?
So unfortunately, that first nutting doesn't connect properly.
Okay, I'm gonna nut again.
Guys,
Second one.
Bloodstock Stan says, I came here as quick as I could. Someone mentioned Carol Vorderman.
Stan, we
Oh,
absolutely
Stan's
were
here.
talking about it. Yeah, Carol Vorderman needs a good nutting. You came just in time. Yeah, both your thrusts go wide, Riff.
Okay, can I have another?
You can.
Is that how you ask for another thrust usually?
Please, sir, can I have some more?
2 from the top, please, Carol. That nut
That
connects. Absolutely.
Yes.
You can do one
I'll
more
have
if
a
you like.
consonant and a vowel. Ooh.
Yeah, you've got enough key points to be able to do another if you would like as well, and we'll roll the damage collectively. Or you can keep it at that. 23. Cool. So click 2 of those unarmed strikes, the 17 and the 23, and let's see how much nut you gave to this goose.
This Cliff Richard's gonna have a neck like corpse grinder soon.
He literally is.
For a total of 14, this Cliff needs to go and talk to someone about his problems. As he connects with the back, this goose's behind, this 40-foot tall goose. You just nut it up the arse a few times, and deal 14 bludgeoning damage.
How strong is his forehead as well, man? It's like titanium steel.
It's done a lot in its time as Cliff's head. He's earned the right to use it as this.
I've got a picture of Cliff Richard up on the screen from when I googled how old he was, and now I can't just imagine otherwise him just nutting someone.
It's like
he looks like he wants to fight.
His crispy leathered skin, you know, it's a thick hide. It's practically Klingon at this point.
Okay, quick question. Does Riff Clitchard have like the Cliff Richard mullet though?
Of course. Of course he does.
Okay.
Is his wrestling name the White Cliff of Dover?
Over.
So,
yeah. Who would he tag team with? Who would his duo be?
Ainsley Harriott.
Ainsley Harriott.
Right, leave that with me. I'll think of a name. I'll think of a tag team name.
Excellent. In response, Timmy, no, we're not sure there aren't any showbiz lawyers, but that's because, luckily, we've done similar but legally distinct versions of these characters. Apart from Danny Dyer, who I did say was a troll. It's up to him if he's a troll in real life, but we have Manzig and Cliff Richard.
Okay,
Wait, no,
but
Riff
how's
Clitchard.
about
Fuck!
how's about though
Damn it, I
the
was thinking
Danny
so loud.
Dyer? There's a silent M at the beginning, so it's Danny Dyer.
Sure, yeah. Let's
go for that.
Anyway, Riff, are you done nutting in this round, or do you have anything else you'd like to do?
What else can I do? What else can I do?
You've got some movement
Other
left,
than
if
not.
you would like. You can circle round on your Segway.
Just have a bit of a spin.
Sure, why not? Do a flip. Fuck it, I don't care.
Pops a wheelie.
Can I pop an endo?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I impress some nearby youths? Actually, no. Cliff Richard wouldn't do that. Wouldn't impress any youths.
Rectal Convulsion 69
no.
says he would tag team Danny Filth.
Unless you're called Caitlin.
So, with that, Glitz, what would
What
you
do I
like
have to?
to
What do I have to? What do I have to roll to do an endo?
roll an acrobatics. Let's see what happens.
Cool.
Danny Dyer. Fuck, I should have thought of that. Shit.
Danny Dyer.
Acrobatics. It's not nearly as impressive as you think. The youths in the distance are just like not even blinking. They're just chewing.
Wanker.
Walker.
Solar powers
Summer holiday wanker.
Your bus is shit, mate. Bus wanker.
Yeah, it's purely made of fiberglass. Is your magic segue. So, Mr. Glitz, you've seen the visible nutting of Riff through the legs of this giant goose hydra. What would you do?
Probably poked my lob on into the back of old Tiberius's neck.
Yep.
So I'll probably slide off.
Just really sort of uncharismatically, just.
Yeah, I'll slide off, drag the base of the old shaft down him. And then I'll get my rapier and just go stab the goose.
Excellent. You go give that goose a good old poking.
Stabbing a goose, that's a
euphemism,
definitely
surely.
it.
Yeah.
A euphemism, right?
I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna stab this goose.
Oh,
you
stab it, you did. Ugh.
Dirty
Ugh.
fecker.
And I get my I get my sneak attack.
You get all of that. You get all of that. It's disgusting. Fucking one of you.
What's that? That's
Fucking one of you.
It was fucking one of you.
I'm gonna
It was
sing
35
Lloyd.
damage.
35
damage.
That is pretty good. It's not quite, exploding from the Lord of Pain, but it is very significant. Another head drops. There are 2 remaining goose hydra heads that are acting and biting, actively snapping.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action. No, I don't need to I can disengage freely because
You're a swashbuckler.
of my subclass. Yes.
Swashbucklers
So-
are awesome. I don't care what anyone says. They're fucking excellent.
I'm gonna dance my way over here.
You're still technically
And-
within range there, but there, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action hide
Okay, roll a stealth as you
behind this.
try to hide behind that slightly decrepit looking log. Okay, let's see perception. Okay. Moving on. Dire Kitty, what are you doing?
Oh shit! So wait, let me just have a look at my things on the screen here. So I'm still in Dire Kitty mode. Maybe
Yep.
I'm taking a moment to recharge. Maybe I'm doing what Norman does.
Yeah, you're
and
kind of
sort
stuck
of
under the trench coat a little bit, sort of.
stuck under the trench coat. So he's just sort of rolling around a little bit. Let me scroll down to all of my these actions spells. Have I still got?
Oh no, I didn't do the other one, did I? So they're both basically the same, but one of them's a
Right.
D10, one of them's a D8. So just roll whichever one you've got twice, and we'll
Oh, what the dire?
Yeah, Dire Kitty Claw or Dire Kitty
Where is?
Dire
Bite. Should be under
Where
actions.
is that? Actions.
Should be at the bottom of your
Okay.
actions there.
So what? So roll it twice.
Yeah, fuck it. They're basically the
Okay,
same thing.
so-
It's just for flavor.
1
Oh,
and
there's
2.
twice there, but that's fine. Don't you worry.
Oh shit! Well,
It's
whatever.
been doing it all night. Don't worry. We'll take
Have you got the
Take
window
the first
open twice?
No, just once.
2 tabs of the same window.
2 roll 20. We'll see. So yeah, your first one, you Dire Kitty, as you move in to take a bite, doesn't connect. However, your second one, right down, Norman, the Dire Kitty Manzig version, manages to connect and draws blood, gripping the base of one of the recently deceased necks. Roll damage for one of those, please.
Okay, where do I do that?
So just where it says Dire Cat Bite Attack on roll 20, you can just click that.
Oh, okay. So just the B.
Yeah, just any. There we go. Excellent. So that's come through as 5. Beautiful. So you grip the base of the neck and wrench the what would be the Adam's apple out of this mother goose's throat if she had an Adam's apple, but she doesn't because she's a mother goose. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn? Your battle kitties have dissipated, unfortunately. So
Do I still have the ability to use the what's the spell that I fucking have?
Conjure animals.
Yes.
You could do, yeah. I believe it's an action though. And
Oh,
you
is it
use
an
your
action? So
to
can
do
I?
it. Yeah, let's have a
Okay, I've got
look-see.
locate. Conjure animals. That's 3rd level.
Let's see. What does Manzig have here? Just checking spells here, guys. Don't worry.
Sam's gone wee.
Yeah, conjure animals is an action. Yeah, so you've used your action to attack.
Okay, so I can use a spell.
Yeah, you can use healing word. Healing word's a bonus action.
In which case, who needs healing word right now? Does anyone particularly need it right now?
Anyone been bitten?
I took a bit of damage, but I'm alright.
I think Riff got a hefty bite, didn't he?
Yeah, he's gone. Look.
Oh no.
In which case, I help my dude. Riff out. Where am I? Healing word. So I hover over that bit.
Yep. I think so. I can't see what you're doing, but it's probably one of those things. Beautiful. Excellent. That's another good heal. You're a much better healer than my cleric is, and he's a higher level than you. So when Riff gets back, we'll remind him that it's he's got 7 HP there.
Excellent.
Is there anywhere you
But
would
yeah,
like to?
Manzig's just spent that whole time just sort of everyone's been doing this before he attacks him, but just giving himself a bit of a wash because it's a bit mucky around there.
Of course. The goose with its 2 remaining heads. The goose, silly goose. Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 chomps out of Tiberius, considering that absolute wallop that you gave it. That is a 22, and that is a 20. So one of them goes through, I believe, with your 21 AC. In fact,
yes.
Oh wait, no, because Glitz has got your Shield of Faith up still, right? So we need to do Constitution check for that. Can you do a Constitution saving throw as I work out this damage, please?
Sure.
Let's see, what is it? It's D10 plus 7.
Oh no.
Okay.
There goes my AC.
So yeah, that's 9 damage. 7 of it is acid, 2 of it is piercing. And with that, it launches itself into the air, 30 feet. Both Riff and Tiberius, you both have swings. You can make opportunity attacks.
Sure.
So you can slap this goose as it tries to run away a little bit.
Bop.
Riff, you got given 7 HP there, buddy.
Just like this.
Sorry, I misheard that. We're both swingers now, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So we share. We just put car keys in the bowl, or what?
Yeah, you have to slap the goose. That's how
It's the same thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wink.
Slap the goose.
slap at the goose.
So what can I do? Can I
Yeah,
knock the goose again?
Yeah, as it moves out of your range, you can hit it once as a reaction. To be like, oi, no, you don't slap that goose's
Just
derriere.
try and jump.
22.
Put your head up his bum.
Excellent.
Again.
So, Tiberius, your spell concentration drops for the armor class for your Shield of Faith that you put on Glitz earlier. However, you can make an attack with Morning Glory. And see what happens as the goose tries to fly away. The 22 hits if you would like to roll that, and then we'll see how badly this goes.
Oh no!
So
is that a natural 1?
That's a nat 1.
Oh no!
So you slap the goose on the high knee for a good 5 damage, and you honk it. You put your thumb up its butthole a little bit as it flies off.
Whoa! I'm not. Cliff Richard is
Sweet
not
child
a
of mine.
pervert. He's not a sexual deviant. He's
he's
just a fighter.
I'm not saying that about Cliff at all. I'm saying that about Riff.
Oh yeah, okay.
The legally
Riff
distinct version is poking. his thumb
Legally
up a
distinct version.
Riff is a huge pervert. Yeah.
Tiberius, I require you to roll a d20, please.
Sure. D20. No modifier.
No modifier.
Do you know what would be massively insensitive is if, like, before this stream started, that Cliff Richard had died and we didn't know, and then we did this stream. It just looked like
Don't
we were
you
being
fucking I'm going to
massive.
Google it right
Like,
now.
someone make
I'm
sure
going to Google it
massive-
right now because we've got...
Someone make sure Danzig's okay while we're at it, yeah?
I found out he's like 60-something
And
years old
Danny
the other day.
Dyer.
That's
Let's
blown
do
my
Danny Dyer.
fucking
Let's
mind.
check all of these.
Okay, wait a
Guys.
second. The Danzig
With
age.
a 16,
Yeah.
can you make a Constitution saving throw, please, Tiberius? As your leg begins to cramp up as you overextend, going for this goose. 19, you get over it. You pop it back where it needs to be. Your muscle is no longer in pain. No adverse effects happen as a result of your unlucky natural 1. The goose flies into the air. It is currently 40 feet off the ground. Its wings are beating horribly. The remaining the 3 heads are dangling lifelessly around the base. The 2 remaining ones honk furiously and begin to inhale.
Oh no.
Eck.
Tiberius, there is a goose in the sky.
Can I use
Goose loose.
A goose, a
In
loose
this
goose, around this goose.
channel divinity
Yep.
to imbue one of my weapons with holy energy,
Okay.
positive energy? My spear, and then I want to launch that spear straight.
Okay.
Good for the
Okay.
face.
Yeah, I like it. So
Faces.
with your when you say you're imbuing it with energy, are you doing that as a divine smite, or is that something else entirely? I'm just having a quick look at your character sheet.
I was looking at channel divinity, but I guess divine smite might actually add more to it.
'Cause I think oh wait, no, you're absolutely right. I didn't realize that Channel Divinity was something different there. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, you can imbue a weapon with positive energy. Absolutely, that weapon is considered magical, and you add +4 to your attack rolls. Excellent. So, throw your spear at that goose. You would be throwing it at disadvantage because it is outside of the range, because it's like 20 or 60. So you can reach it, but not a massive amount.
Would he be able to like jump on the top of like Diacat Manzig to get an advantage?
If you ran, you could jump a vertical 3 plus your strength modifier, so it wouldn't bring the average to between 20 and 40, I'm afraid. You would need to jump 20 feet in the air to do it. And I think the only person who's potentially capable of doing that naturally would be Riff, I think.
Oh, yeah. All right. Spear at a disadvantage then?
Yeah, but you do get to add a +4 to it, so to whatever the roll ends up being. 12 plus 4 is 16, which is enough to poke this goose in the hiney with a magic spear.
Just give it a bit of a tickle.
Yeah.
So, roll your damage.
What do I click now?
Just the little spear there on roll 20.
Yeah. Without the disadvantage.
No, you just need to roll the. If you go to roll 20, you can just click the little spear icon, the little pink one, and it'll pop out.
Of course, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like your little pink spear, Ross.
So it's 4 damage. I don't know if you can pop smites on ranged melee weapons. Let me have a quick look. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you absolutely can pop smites in that.
Let's do it.
So roll, add whichever spell level you want to do, which I believe you only got first left, I think.
Yeah.
So I believe it's 2d8 you get to roll. So if you take a spell slot off that, and then in your features and traits, go for your smites.
There's one.
Beauty, 18 damage. You poke that. One of the it goes right through the bottom of its big webbed feet, right up the top into the base of the swan goose. Pokes out the other side. You can see like one of the heads jolting horribly and listing. The final head remains. Blood just gushing from this massive wound you've created with your holy energy. I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Riff.
I can't do anything else, could I?
You can move. You're outside of its range, so you wouldn't provoke an attack or anything. If there was someone more advantageous you'd rather be, you can absolutely move.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay, Riff. You need to make your way 40 feet in the air to be able to slap this goose. Or unless you have something else you want to do.
Jump on Manzig.
About if I get the trench coat that we did and like swing it.
Use it as a
and,
lasso.
like,
Or like a rope or something.
and then like pull its head down and then just throttle it. Just like that.
Okay, I'd say I'd allow you to use a bonus action to collect the trench coat. But it would be an attack, like you were attacking with a lasso, okay? So it would be a dex attack without your proficiency. So you run over to Manzig, or where Manzig was, pick up the big Cliff Richard trench coat that that you'd just taken off flight with. Tie a quick knot and launch it like a lasso. Roll a dexterity check. 16. So, I was testing to see if you beat its armor class, and you did. So,
yeah.
What are you doing? You're pulling it down?
Could I like be pulled up?
You can, you can scramble up that, no problem.
Pulled off.
Like you sufficiently managed to hook it around this goose, tight enough that you've got a leverage. You can climb it because you're fast as fuck. You can absolutely get up there.
Climb it with a Cliff Richard CD and ram it down its throat. I want to do that.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics check and then roll an unarmed strike. Okay, 14.
Acrobatics.
I'll allow it. 23
Nice.
is a hit. So, roll some damage, please. Okay. Riff Clichard, how do you want to do this?
Yes!
What do you mean? Have I killed it?
Tell me in explicit detail how this Cliff Richard CD killed this goose.
Do it.
So
I was hoping Russ was going to strangle it to death.
yeah.
But most importantly, which CD? Which CD?
Right, okay. The best of
Christmas album.
the
best of Christmas.
the best of
very
Cliff
best of.
Richard. Yeah, the very best of. It's the
Christmas
ultimate best of.
time.
And he gets
Multiple platinum selling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets its head like in his arm like that, and he gets the CD, and he jams it down his throat, and he's going, "Congratulations and jubilations," and it's really sinister. And as he's doing it, like the jaw of the goose is detaching, or the beak, or whatever you'd call it, and blood splurting up his face, and then he's singing various other Cliff Richard songs, which is obviously
Christmas time.
The only two I know is Summer Holiday and Congratulations. So he's going, "We're all going on a summer holiday," and it's just absolutely decapitating this goose's head with a Cliff Richard CD.
Yeah. So
when he's finished, can he say, "You pick up the bill"?
Yeah. Well, when he's finished. When he finishes, he looks down and realizes that he's got so excited that he's came in his pants.
Beautiful.
He's really embarrassed. He's really embarrassed.
Cliff is just like holding on to Rick. Sorry, he's holding on to this gooseneck, ramming some of the finest tracks ever put to media. This goose hydra's wings begin to beat less, and more clumsily. It sort of gradually hits the ground with a horrible crunching slap as it hits the wet, marshy ground. Its body starts to sink into lifelessness, and Riff just keeps going. Just keeps going.
Yeah, he won't stop.
Keeps
won't
going.
Stop.
And keeps going. 100 albums later, worth of tunes.
All 100. All 100.
Stop.
The goose is
He's already
absolutely mutilated. The rest of you stand in horror watching as Riff really gets something off his chest that you barely notice that the fog has cleared and proper sunlight is gracing the Skiddermarsh for what seems to be one of the first times in a long time. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's as far as I wrote this session for, and we're coming up to 10:30, so I think that's pretty perfect.
Can we just put in that, Cat Manzig is just going up to it, just chomping up all the scraps.
Yeah, absolutely, it's a tasty.
And I'm going to go up to one of the wilted goose necks and just throttle it anyway, just so I can get that satisfaction.
Yeah, absolutely. You can wear it. You can put one hand up it like a sock puppet and honk, honk, and just honk,
honk, you sucker.
Absolutely. Let's get out some things.
And Cat Manzig eat a bit of the dead goose and then just start with it, like throwing it up again, like
but as it goes, it's a
absolutely.
And then it turns back to regular size Manzig.
So
I love it.
I'm going to satisfy you guys with that lovely big red X. Total MVP moment there for Tiberius. Fuck me, man. 64 damage. That was disgusting.
Amazing.
So that is what paladins are built for. You load up a branding smite, load up a divine smite, get a crit. Roll high. It's amazing. So with that, I think we should probably wrap it up. Don't you agree? So those of you that have stuck around with us thus far, thank you very much for putting up with this lunacy and our surprise Danny Dyer appearances and our Goose Hydra thumbing, I guess. Congratulations, Abbie. That was your first D&D session.
It was my very first ever D&D session.
You got to finish the first battle against Danny Dyer, so that's always good.
Honestly, it was better than I even thought it could be. Somebody in the chat said, I think we've broken Abbie Stabby art. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, before we sign off, just going to quickly go around everyone. Everyone tell us who you are, where they should check you out, why are you here? Dead quick, and we'll round off this session. Ross.
I'm Ross. I'm from Countless Skies. We're a metal death band from the UK. We played Bloodstock in 2019. We released our second album, Glow, through Willowtip Records in November in 2020 during the pandemic.
Banging.
It's amazing. It's so good.
And we haven't been able to gig it at all, obviously, because of all the lockdown restrictions. So finally, September onwards, we've got some nice gigs lined up. So check out our Facebook page if you're in the area. Come check us out. That'd be awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Abbie, what do you do?
Oh, let's see. I'm Abbie Stabby Art. I'm a full-time self-employed illustrator from the north of England. And if you want custom artwork doing for CD covers, T-shirts, you want to surprise your other half, maybe it's someone's birthday, shoot me a message. I stream on Twitch at Abbie Stabby Art Wednesdays through Sundays. Again, feel free to shoot me a message. Happy to help out.
Excellent. Sam.
Oh, I am Sam from the satirical, stupid extreme metal band Raised by Owls. We're playing Bloodstock on the Wednesday night, which is the new party night. I'm really, really fucking excited, and I'm hoping like I've been waiting for this for so long. So please come along. We'll be really shit because it's our first gig in like 18 months, but just get really drunk and we'll be
hell yeah.
That's my plan.
Also, we might like set the bar so low for the rest of the weekend that every other band seems amazing because we set it so low. So make sure you check us out for that reason alone. Other than that, just watch our YouTube videos or our Facebook videos. They're normally every few weeks now, and they're just pretty stupid.
Excellent. And Russ, why are you here? Why should you care?
My name's Russ. I'm in a band called Frozen in Shadows. We, like Countless Skies, play Melodeath, and we are playing on the Sunday at Bloodstock on the New Blood stage. Later on in the day, towards the end of the festival, actually. So I don't know how that's going to go. They'll be pretty fucked by then, I think. But as long as Sam sets the bar really low, then we've got plenty of time to build up. And it'll be our second show with our new keyboard player, which we've not played with yet. So it could go fucking terribly, but it might be amazing. So please come and see us.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. And it's going to be great.
And if you've liked watching a bunch of idiots play Dungeons & Dragons, me and the rest of the Footprints in the Custard guys, we play Dungeons & Dragons on our Twitch channel. Give it a look. It's good fun. I think we don't think we're doing it this Sunday. I think we're doing it a week on Sunday. But keep an eye out. Come watch us. Come hang out. Come have a couple of beers. And with that, I think we're going to call it a night. So thank you guys very much for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was good fun. Hope it was appropriately silly. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you guys at Bloodstock in a few short weeks. How fucking good is that?
Thank you, Ian. Thank
See
you,
you later.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Look after yourselves.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.